Hello, what's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy, I don't know, time change Monday? I don't even know. We changed the clocks this weekend, but we're back. It's stream time. How's everyone doing today? Welcome. Joe Quiznos, McIntyre, Robert Lawrence, Fan Clumps, Fisher, Daddy, Tiki Man, Mr. Finkles. Hey, Dog, Dane Wildfire, good to see you. Zelda Zach Zelda, one of those orders. Gustav, how are you today? We are pioneering today, and boy, I really like this deck. I don't know how, so I was expecting Inverter to get power down today. I really was. I thought at least, minimum, Dig Through Time would go. I don't know how the Inverter matchup is going to go, but boy, if we play against fair decks, this deck does such cool, fun, really sweet things. Hey, what's up, Akiri? How are you? And Brad Sever, good to see ya. Kazmani, welcome. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Yeah, we might as well talk about the Banned and Restricted announcement. So we got the Banned and Restricted announcement this morning. The news is Brawl, Golos, sure, whatever, I don't even know. If you play Brawl, let me know. Is that a good change? I guess. Historic, weird, Field of the Dead unsuspended. I have no idea what their thinking was. Actually, we don't know what their thinking was. Their thinking was they're adding Ghost Quarter and Goblin Rune Blaster to the historic format. I don't think that's going to work. I expect it's probably going to have to be suspended again, but we'll see. Legacy Underworld Breach, Modern Once Upon a Time, Big Zero for Pioneer, which is the shocking part. I thought Pioneer was the format that was most like it. I will say, for Legacy, Underworld Breach is a card kind of everyone expected. Once Upon a Time, everyone kind of expected it. The shocking part is no Pioneer changes. That's the part that strikes me as weird, but Jeff Fulton is super excited. He was going to play Yarok Field again. Yarok Field is sweet. But I think that it's just a busted card. I think it's like just a busted card in general. We'll see. I mean, the track record for things like Ghost Quarter and Field of Ruin stopping Field of the Dead, pretty minimal in any format it's been alive in. So, but maybe it'll be fine in Historic now. But I mean, it does. Yarok Field is sweet. So, Thoughtseize is still around Pioneer. Yeah, Thoughtseize. I don't think Thoughtseize is ever getting banned, honestly. I think that this is a card, especially if we're going to have inverters and Heliod combos and stuff like that. Thoughtseize is a good guy, in my opinion. Like, yes, sometimes you just get double Thoughtseize and you lose, but I can't even imagine how brutal some of the matchups would be against combo decks if you didn't have Thoughtseize, but I made sure to put Yarok in, Field of the Dead in the Yarok deck. Yeah, it's very good at Commander, too. Risen Reef, Yarok, just start going to town. I see Virya Plague was brought back. Still wish it was Engineered Plague. Yeah, Engineered Plague, I could see that in Historic eventually. Anyway, everyone, today we are pioneering, and this is a deck I tweeted about a little bit. So I was running under the assumption that the Inverter was going to get banned or at least powered down. I don't know how this is going to go against Inverter. This is a deck that is really sweet against fair decks. Against fair decks, we do really cool, really sweet things. Against unfair decks, I made some sideboard changes, hopefully to make the matchup a little bit better. Bunch of unmoored egos against the unfair decks, so we'll see how it goes against unfair decks. But this deck is sweet. I'm very excited to play this deck today. Any advice for fixing a monotone voice? Always wanted to do content, but I think I just sound boring even if I'm not. I mean, a monotone voice is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I don't think you have to. Am I streaming an hour early? Oh, Alex Mateo. Technically, no, not where I'm at. So we changed the clocks over the weekend here in the U.S. So I guess it might be an hour early in other parts of the world because daylight savings time hasn't begun or isn't a thing. But technically, it's 2 Eastern, like it always is. So run an edited version of the Neoform deck on stream. Yeah, we might try the Neoform deck at some point. I think it is a cool looking deck. I don't know how good it is, but it probably does cool things at some point. Are there any payoffs for a Cezanne card draw EDH you'd recommend for a non-budget build? Ooh. I think the main things that I had to cut that I wanted were like Anvil of Bogarden, another like Howling Mine effect, Fawn of Mythos. I don't remember if that made the final deck is like $12. Those were the main things. Hey, what's up, Specs Cafe? How are you? Zervis TV for the 7th month. Oh, I'm glad Oda's gone. I am very glad. And Plain Brad, welcome you to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Any changes what Dredgeless Dredge can make to adjust the new meta? Still feels really strong. Just graveyard hate is so prevalent right now. Yeah, that is the hard part with Dredge's Dredge, is people are just, they naturally have sideboard cards for it. I haven't really worked on it much, so I don't have much help. But anyway, let's do our reminders, talk about this deck, start playing some Magic. We did get the BNR. The BNR, no Pioneer changes. Oda in Modern Once Upon a Time, Underworld, Breach, and Legacy, and then a bunch of random, like, historic stuff, but... Reminders, Replay YouTube, that's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, tonight's bunch of magic is sweet. I tweeted about this too. Something that struck me, and you can give me your feedback on this, but something that struck me this weekend is I'm at my happiest when I'm playing and building decks for Pioneer and Modern. Like, that is what I enjoy the most. That doesn't mean we will not ever play Standard, but, so yeah, we have a really sweet Modern budget Magic deck that I'm really excited for. We haven't had a Modern budget deck in a while, and this is a sweet one coming up tonight. And then I'm already working on a Pioneer one for next week, so there's a lot of, I don't know, there's some cool stuff coming up for budget Magic that is not for Standard that I'm really hyped for. So check that out tonight if you are interested. Booster Therapy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Hey, what's up, Thanos? Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for you. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom, and if you need some Magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. You can even grab a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. I'll hook you up. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, the Discord is new and improved. Or discard. The Discord is new and improved. Check it out if you want to. The merch page has tokens, t-shirts, playbats, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations always appreciated. Never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. Too many exclamation points on that one. So anyway, yes, this is the deck list I was talking about on Twitter a little bit. I am a little worried about how it's going to line up with Inverter not being bad, but boy, this deck is fun. So this is a deck that I've just been playing for fun, building over the weekend. Sultai, Enigmatic Incarnation, and it's like, oh, it's just really fun. It's so fun. I'm excited to play this deck. The Jimothy for the 16th month and a Ninja Turtle for the 8th month. Welcome you both to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So this deck, this is Enigmatic Incarnation for Pioneer. A Ninja Turtle. Welcome you as well. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So this is Enigmatic Incarnation. You know what this does? We played it in Standard. On your end step, you can sack an enchantment to get a creature of that converted mana cost +1. In Pioneer, we actually have a lot of enchantment creatures and some really sweet shenanigans. So, what is the plan of this deck? And it's basically a very fair, slightly enchantressy deck built around Enigmatic Incarnation. So the idea is, early game, we got some ramp. We have Herald of the Pantheon. We have a bunch of Willful Haven, Mana Blooms to get to our Enigmatic Incarnation and turn early. Then we can start sacking things like Willful Haven to get enchantresses like Citizen Champion, also Dryads and Coursers in the 3-mana slot. Then we can sack those to get Eidolon Blossoms and Nightmare Shepherd. Nightmare Shepherd is the card that makes this deck really sweet, because once we have a Nightmare Shepherd, we can sacrifice, let's say, an Eidolon Blossoms to get a 5-drop like Doomwake Giant. Eidolon's going to come back into play. It's an enchantment. It's going to trigger Doomwake again. It's going to draw us multiple cards. So we get this really insane grindy value. And then at the top end of our curve, we have Muldrotha the Gravetide to start recasting all of our stuff in the graveyard. Also, enchantment creatures you can cast as an enchantment or a creature, so you double up with Muldrotha essentially. And that's the plan of the deck. What we're really building towards is basically making a big board, drawing a bunch of cards, and then wrathing our opponent's board with Doomwake Giant to win the game. That's normally how we close out the games with this deck. Also, we got a Whip of Erebos, which is super sweet. Way to get back our creatures after we sack them for Enigmatic Incarnation. So, I don't know how this goes against unfair decks, but I have found it to be very sweet against fair decks. For the unfair decks, initially I did not have like Unmoored Egos in the sideboard, but I made some changes since Inverter is still around. It did not get banned. So we have Unmoored Ego for the combo decks. We get some Brain Maggots as more Thought Seizes, Mystical Dispute, Leyline, good against graveyard decks, and we can sack it to get Doomwake. We can tutor up a Dragonlord Slumgar in the 6-drop slot, Hostage Shaker, another good tutor target, sacking one of our 3-drops, and that's the deck. Sort of Sultai, Incarnation, Enchantress, value deck. Do you think Utopia Sprawl would be too strong in Pioneer? I think it would be very good. Arbor Elf isn't in the format, right? I think that Utopia Sprawl is mostly busted or very strong. I don't even know if I want to say busted, but it's mostly very strong if you can untap the land. I think just by itself it's probably fine. So I would lean towards it being okay in Pioneer right now, but maybe scary eventually. Didn't you tweet a version of this with yes, initial so okay, so another change to the deck. I had initially I had Muldrotha and Woodland Bellower in the 6-drop slot. I decided that I needed Fatal Pushes in the main deck, mostly so I had more room in the sideboard, and not because I actually wanted Fatal Pushes in the main deck that much. So that ended up getting cut, along with a couple of enchantment removal spells. So Fatal Push could go in the main deck, so we'd have more room in the sideboard to play Unmoored Ego. So yeah, Woodland Bellower was initially in the deck, but ended up getting the axe at the last minute. Yeah, Mr. Toad is definitely a fun one too. I'm actually we got some sweet decks coming up. Like the list of decks in the next like week and a half on the YouTube channel, I'm really excited for. I've been super happy to just be playing Modern and Pioneer lately. It has rekindled my love of Eternal Formats. Ninachek for the 15th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. I won't tell anyone, Ninachek. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. There's no Arbor Elf, so Utopia Sprawl. Yeah, the thing is, I think Arbor Elf will probably show up in the format eventually, and then maybe it gets sketchy. But that's when it gets sketchy, is when Arbor Elf can untap the Utopia Sprawl land really quickly. We're gonna keep this. It's not insane, but I mean, our curve's fine. We would like a ramp spell or something to do a little earlier, but we'll try this. We have the Incarnation. We can draw a card with Setessan Champion. Doomwake to come and close things out, potentially. When do Ikoria spoilers start? It should be the end of the month. I'm guessing either the... where's the calendar? What is the actual Monday? So, all right. Normal schedule, I believe, would be the 30th. But because Commander 2020 is coming with Ikoria, my guess is that Commander will get its own spoilers like it usually does, which might push spoilers up to the 23rd rather than the 30th. So I'm guessing either 2 weeks from today or 3 weeks from today, with the potential of an early spoiler or two. They've been doing the early spoiler thing where like a random article with a card or two shows up early, but I think that should be the official start. Stream mode achieved. How do I talk so fast? Do I talk too fast? Give my name another shot. I almost died last time. Alikaz, something like that. What's the price of this in paper? That is a good question. How long is your hair, and when did you decide not to cut it? It is very long, and I have not cut it in, oh my god, other than just like trimming the ends. It's been, I don't even know. It has been a long time since I've actually cut my hair. Like years, several years, I think. Something along those lines. Fable Passage for our opponent. All right, crack this. We will grab a Swamp. 2-drop. Alright, Breeding Pool tapped past the turn. Little light on enchantments. I look so sick. Oh, thank you. Sick in like a unhealthy way, or sick in like a good way? hopefully sick in a good way. Thanos for the 26th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I love the way they talk about your last against the odds. The Heartless Summoning one. In the beginning, you were firing like a machine gun with your words. Yeah, I've been trying to keep the deck tech. A little shorter. Oh boy, are we getting comboed already? Yeah. Not sure how the combo matchup goes. Maybe it's like a Is It Phoenix deck. Well, play the Vorax, play Setessan Champion. Pass the turn. Next turn we can Incarnation, but not get a ton of value. Salt Priest, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big shoot for you. Week 2 of City Recommended, working from home. Ooh, stuff. Where are you located? What city are you in? Well, alright, Fabled Passage. Crack it. We're drawing all of our basics, which is a bit concerning. Take a Swamp. Play Incarnation. Oh, blue mana. Yeah. Alright, play Incarnation. Pass the turn. Well, we'll see. Next turn, we can maybe start doing things. We need enchantments. We need enchantments. Yeah, it looks like Grixis Control or Grixis Bolus or something. I think we can grind with this deck, and they should not be very good at getting rid of Incarnation. Twitch streaming looks like a good COVID-19 proof creator. That is very true. I am super lucky. Oh, thank you. Thank you for it. Vote it. Croxa, sure. Gonna make us discard. Did I miss a sub? Salt Breeze for the 33rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll discard Water Grave, sure. Take our beads. Oh, this is like a Crim deck. This is very much a Crim deck. Alright, Croxa dies. Watery Grave. Untapped. Opponent. Give us an enchantment, please. We've drawn all of our... Seriously? Ugh. We're just going to draw every land in existence? Alright. Oh, Fabled Passage. Crack it. Get the last basic out of our deck. So many lands, so little value. Doomwake Giant. Resolves. Triggers. Well, pass the turn. We're going to go for it. Sack it. Muldrolfa. If we get down tap with Muldrolfa, that would be sweet. I mean, we got a Muldrolfa on the battlefield in Pioneer. That's something. Opponent. We've just drawn so many lands. And this is like a good card advantage deck, too. Here in France, they're going to make us work remotely starting next week. Yeah, I'm wondering if stuff like that's going to start happening in the U.S. Like, so far, there's been a few concerts canceled, but there hasn't been too much of an impact here in the U.S. Opponent. 4 mana. Oh, we really need... I'm like going off the edge of the screen. I feel like my... Oh, just dig through time? Okay. Exiling Croxa. Okay, things have taken a big turn for the better now. Very, very much a turn for the better. I like this. I like this, I mean, I've never been so happy to have my opponent cast a dig through time, but still, we're going to untap with Muldrolfa, it looks like. Oh, come on, deck. Give us some value. I've lost tons of work due to coronavirus. Yeah, it's insane here in the U.S. Like, we don't even have that many cases right now compared to a lot of the world, and people are freaking out. Like, I live in New York, and New York has actually started producing its own hand sanitizer because of shortages, which is not something that they normally do. Usually, please not more lands. Ooh, okay. That's not bad. So, Cetacean Champion. Actually, can we play a land from our graveyard? We can. So, Watery Grave. Tapped. Cetacean Champion. Cast. Combat. Get in with Muldrolfa. Hit our opponent. The value has started running. Yeah, New York is in a state of emergency, technically. Opponent takes the beats. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go for it. If they can kill our Cetacean Champion, that's annoying, but Omen of the Sea. And here comes a Fatal Push. So opponent's staying alive. Just barely. Gets a swamp. Sure. Yeah. So opponent hitting it all. That's fine. Omen of the Sea. We're going to stop drawing lands because we've drawn them all. Oh my god. Just kidding. Maybe not. Well, at least if we're going to keep drawing lands... At least Castle Lochwain is a land that can draw us cards. Pass the turn. What else has gotten canceled so far? Hey, what's up, Regal? How are you? Boat it. How much removal do you got? You just dug through time. Blood Crypt, untapped. My best friend's wife in New York City tested positive. Oh no, Shizer. That's not good. Opponent, million mana. Nicol Bolas. Going to kill Muldrolfa. Come on, enchantment, please. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Wow! Oh, we're breaking the land record, the land speed record. We have gotten them all. Well, attack Nicol Bolas. Oh, this is so rough. Pay 4 to draw a card? Okay, at least that's not a land. Wolf Willow Haven. Ah! Oh, this is so brutal. Boat it. Boo! Well, that's why Dig Through Time is really good, and it's not bad for some reason. Indian Wells Tennis Tournament canceled, biggest event so far. Ultra Miami, South by South. Yeah, I saw South by Southwest got canceled. Opponent. Chandra the Awakened Inferno. Going to kill Courser. Watery Grave. Ah, Dig Through Time should so be bad. Pass the turn. Yeah, we're in trouble. We've just drawn all the lands, and our opponent has drawn all the removal. Nope. And now our opponent's got Chandra's. Ugh. Yeah, our hand is Thoughtseiz's proof. That is true. Like, seriously, do we have lands left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. That is a lot. Normally the plan is to go to GP Vegas, although we will have to see what happens with coronavirus stuff. So we get pinged by Chandra. My brain is breaking. That is a lot of lands. Attack Chandra. Kill Chandra. Play a forest. Draw a card. Well, Thoughtseize. About it. Colligan's Command. Well, discard more lands. Take Fatal Push number 20. All right. Can't sack anything. Can we draw something? Oh, opponent. Empty-handed. What do they find off the top? Opponent vases. We get pinged to 4. Fatal Push. Very much not helpful. Play Breeding Pool tapped. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. What do we do? How do you think Hedron Alignment is any good in Pioneer right now? I think that Hedron Alignment you actually have a chance to win with, but I don't think it's good in the sense that it's like truly competitive. Cats in Pioneer yesterday, 3-1. Congratulations, Shadow Epic. What do we do? What do we do? We've talked about bans a little bit, but we'll probably talk about it more as we go. I'm like tempted to Fatal Push our Doomwake. No bans in Pioneer is by far the most surprising aspect of the BNR. We want to win this game, though. If we get a creature... Yeah. Alright, Fatal Push Doomwake. Draw to 3. Dryad. Sack Dryad. Get Eidolon. All right, more Fatal Pushes. Pass the turn. Presenting lethal. What does our opponent find? We're on a clock because of the Chandra emblem. This opponent plays a land, one card in hand. What is it? Jace. And our Fatal Push got there. All right, we drew all the lands, but we're going to win this game. Pinged. Chandra. Threw a Chandra and a Nicol Bolas and a million lands. Fatal Push. Take down the Jace VP. Attack you. Whoo! All right. That is the power of Enigmatic Incarnation. What events do you think will be canceled? Yeah, that is also surprising. That not only did they say no changes, but likely no changes until the end of April. That's a long time. What Magic events will be canceled this year? I think we're going to start finding out shortly. I think we're going to find out very shortly. SCG hasn't had events the last couple of weeks. I'm curious to see if SCG cancels any of their events. Magic Fests are upcoming. I would not be surprised to start seeing cancellations. I'm actually wondering about SCG Syracuse, which is coming up the end of this month, with them having a state of emergency in New York. I don't know. Like, I'm really not sure. It seems possible. Do you believe Wizards will continue to support Historic after they roll Pioneer by continuing to add cards from before Pioneer, like Arena Legacy? I believe that is Wizards' plan, Chaos Engineer. I think the question is, will anyone play Historic once Pioneer is on Arena? I think that's the big question. But I think Wizards will... I think Wizards is intending to continue supporting it. The question is, will people keep playing it? If people stop playing it, then Wizards will support it. Oh, we have a big raid! Aspiring Spike! 190 people! Welcome you all! We are Enigmatic Incarnationing in Pioneer today. Good to see you! Welcome! Thank you so much, Aspiring Spike. Thank you. I guess we should sideboard at some point. So, Opponent's playing Grixis Control. Dragonlord Slumgar seems really good. Mystic Dispute, maybe? Manas! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Miss Tube cheer for you. So, Pioneer is coming to Arena. There's a bit of a question about how quickly. They have said that they're going to start releasing Pioneer reprint sets and remix sets by the end of the year. How quickly that actually gets us to something that resembles Pioneer, that is another question that we don't really have the answer for. Maybe we try something like this. 2 disputes. Brand Maggot seems too fragile in this matchup. It's better against the more combo-y matchups. Yeah, that is a question. It might be a long time before we actually have enough sets to play Pioneer. Hey, thank you, Loggy Bear. Have you ever wanted to take lots of extra turns with Ugin's Nexus? How do you take lots of extra turns with... Ooh. All right, we're going to keep this. We're going to need to draw some lands. 1 land, 1 keep. 1 land, 1 keep. That's the rule. Mandroltho, you can go to the bottom. What is your... How do you go off with Ugin's Nexus? Because it exiles itself, right? Dragon Skull Summit. Land, please. All right. Life is good. Life is good. Well, at least better. Life is better. Jace, Nicol Bolas, the Ravager. A bunch of removal spells. Huh. Well, I guess we take Jace. Opponent's kind of a little mana screwed. And hopefully just pull ahead before our opponent draws out of this and gets to Nicol Bolas. Just kidding. Land off the top. Sure. Ouch. Well, alright. Watery Grave, untapped. Little awkward. We drew the Jace answer, but that's fine. Blood Crypt, tapped. Well, let's Omen. Go digging for something. Doomlake bottom, land top. Ugh. Little worried that our opponent's just going to get this Nicole Bolas down, though. Dryad. We'll play the land. Wolf Willowhaven. I guess next turn we can crack an Omen and then Fatal Push Nicole Bolas, so that's something. If our opponent keeps hitting lands. Alright, opponent does keep hitting lands. Yeah. Well, there's Nicole Bolas. Well, let's Omen. We actually kind of want both of those. Top. Discard Dryad. Maybe we just... They can't flip this yet. Maybe that's fine. Insane Adder! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Yeah, the deck list link should be there if you are interested. Well, alright, let's Eidolon. Draw a card. Whoo! Oh, Whip is. Whip is potentially pretty sweet. Pass the turn. So if our opponent kills Eidolon, we get to kill Nicole Bolas with Fatal Push. Boat it. Combat. And I expect they're going to want to kill it at some point. Gets it. Hits us. Down to 10. Yeah. And... I guess the risk is they draw a discard for Fatal Push. Then we could lose to Nicole Bolas. Alright. Kills it. Land. Well, we know our opponent's hand. Except for one card. Kill that. Untap. Yeah, I guess we whip it. Whip it good. Pass the turn. Alright, whip is down, whip is down. Oh yeah, I didn't see the Nexus list. I would be curious to see it. I am very interested in how that works. Boat it. Passing. Ooh, Omen is nice too. Well, alright, whip back Eidolon. Whip back Eidolon, draw a card. Hit our opponent. Gain back some life. Omen of the Sea. Draw 2 cards. The whip is coming through. The whip is coming through. Wolfalo Haven. 2 Setessan champions? And we'll keep 1. We'll keep 1 Setessan champion. Pass the turn. Eidolon goes away. Let me see this crazy Nexus deck. Opponent. What did they find? Passing. Well, play the Swamp. Oh, we're pulling away? We're pulling away. That's a sweet idea. I forgot that Karn can snag stuff from exile. That's a definitely a spicy idea, Aspiring Spike, for sure. Interesting. Very interesting. Ugga's Nexus is a tough card. Karn is the way you can actually abuse it, though. That's really sweet. Very cool deck. Oh. All right, how do we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I mean, I guess we just play Enchantresses. Setessan Champion. Eidolon. Draw 2. And, yeah, pass the turn. And I think we're pulling away. Wait, did someone 5-0 with the Jund turn deck? Really? With the Uggin's Nexus deck? That's insane. That's very insane. Huh, maybe we'll have to try it. Alright, Ritual of Soot. Boat it. Hey, welcome, Ellis. How are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Fabled Passage. Crack it. Forest. Let's whip back Cetizen Champion. Nightmare Shepherd. Draw 2. Attack, attack. Gain back some life. And this is what the deck can do. This is what the deck can do in fair matchups. Yeah, Karn specifically says you can snake it from exile. About it. I feel like we're far enough ahead that even Nicole Bolas, I'm not super worried about. Like, sure, kill Nightmare Shepherd for the time being. That's fine. And opponent scoops it up. Cannot keep up with the value. That is the power of Enigmatic Incarnation. And off to a good start. Off to a good start. We might feed the kids yet. Wait, no. Just so I'm understanding this. Someone 5-0'd with the Ugin's Nexus turn deck? Or were you talking about a different deck? Someone is selling MM3 and Eternal Masters for $360, $370. Should I buy? Booster boxes? That is a good question. I wonder what they're going for on eBay. So Modern Masters 2017. Is going for about $370. So that's a fair price, but not insane. Eternal Masters. How much is Eternal Masters going for? $399, $400, $390, $400. I mean, those are fair prices. They're not like, oh my god, that's so cheap, but I think that's fair. That is awesome. Well, I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to try it at some point then. That is that is ridiculous. I feel like Enchantress has a real shot in the format. Have I tried Enchantress with Approach? I have not. I like the green-white enchantment deck, but I haven't tried it with Approach of the Second Sun. Do you think it's a better finisher than Sigil? We're going to keep this. It's a land heavy. All right. Blue-white control. Come on. Come on. Even more lands? About it. The bank? Wait, what's the bank? Tuba. Tubaloon. It's a fun name to say. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Some regret for keeping this hand. Actually, maybe this is Bant Spirits. I feel like Bant Spirits is a deck. I've only played it a couple times, but I usually beat it. I don't know if this hand is going to beat it. But Doomway Giant is insane. Insane against creature decks. Bout it. Rattle Chains. Well, we will kill Rattle Chains. Pass the turn. If you were to build Abzan Enchantress, who would you run as the commander? That's a good question. What is the best Abzan Enchantress commander? So Dezajab, you go. Yeah, the mono green Planeswalker deck has 5-0'd a few times, I think. It's only a 24 land deck. So it's not if anything, it's maybe light on lands, but bone it. We're very good at drawing them. It's us. Come on, deck. No more of this, please. Getting a little ridiculous. Have we've drawn a land every turn except one? Opponent, get a Galactic Company. Yeah, well, I think we're dead. We just have not had enough cards in an absolute sense. Selfless Spirit Spellqueller. Yeah, all lands, no wins. I had to dismantle my Simic ramp deck thanks to no changes Pioneer. Yeah, I was definitely expecting some changes. Podet has Empyrean Eagle. Well, this is disappointing. Gets in, hits us. Yeah, there's nothing we can draw now. Well, all right, that's a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, out of 14 cards. That is a lot. Well, Fatal Push in. Hostage Taker can come in. We can go up the Brain Maggots, I guess. That was land heavy. Heavy to the max. Ouch. Can I play Field in one format arena? I am very surprised. I am very surprised by them letting Field come back out. Mystical Dispute's insane. The question is, what do we cut for it? I guess we could trim Muldrolfa if we have to. We can trim like a Courser. And I guess we can trim the Mana Bloom. Are the disputes insane? Yeah, I guess they're fine. Alright, try it like that. Hey Seth, how are you today? And what are your thoughts on today's bans? So, ban-wise, Modern and Legacy made a lot of sense. Historic, I don't know what's going on in that format. That's just a weird, strange, I don't know what's going on format. And then the most shocking thing to me was no changes in Pioneer. Pioneer was a format. This hand looks much better. We actually have action and removal. No Doomwake, but we have time to find Doomwake. Breach does not make sense. Really? Breach has been like dominating Legacy. I thought Breach made a lot of sense, personally. Watery Grave. Go. Historic's going to die. That's kind of my guess. Mausoleum Wanderer for our opponent. Yeah, let's just run out Brain Maggot. See what our opponent has in hand. Supreme Phantom Collected Company. We'll take Coco. And trust that we're just going to outvalue our opponent here. We can place a Tessin Champion, double Wolf Willow Haven, and then still have a removal spell left over. About it. And eventually kill Supreme Phantom. Alright, Selfless Spirit. That's actually kind of an annoying draw. Gonna need to find a Doomwake. Boda gets it, it says. 18. And I mean, this is a fast... Yeah. Alright, slightly new plan. Thoughtseize. Get rid of the Lord. Fatal Push. Get rid of the Selfless Spirit. Alright, we'll be the control deck. I'm so surprised that Dig Through Time is a card. I figured... So my thinking was... I figured One Spot of Time would get banned in Modern. I figured Breach would get banned in Legacy. I kind of tweeted about that. The part that I got very wrong is I figured minimum Dig Through Time goes in Pioneer. Like, the smallest change I could imagine was just Dig Through Time going. And I thought there was a realistic chance, like, Dig plus Inverter plus Treasure Cruise just to get rid of the Delve spells in general. Like, I thought that was a realistic possibility, too. So, that's the part that's most surprising to me. Ooh, Incarnation. All right. Well, Citizen Champion. I don't think we can attack. Too easy to get ambushed. And we don't want to give this Coco back. Poet, another Mausoleum Wanderer. All right, so goal is find a Doomwake Giant with the game. Poet, Hallowed Fountain tapped. Doomwake is so good. It's so good. Poet gets in, hits us. Sure. 13. We got a couple of turns at least. Another champion. Well, Wolf Willow Haven on the swamp. Draw a card. Now we kind of want to land. Wolf Willow Haven on the forest. Draw a card. All right, we're not going to draw lands, but that's fine. Get in with Citizen Champion. Hit our opponent. No lords. No lords. No lords, please. Opponent. One card in hand. Adapts. No Cocos, no lords. Selfless Spirit. Okay. Well, that still gets Doomwaked. Opponent. Gonna get in and hit us. Yeah. Down to 9. Doomwake. Blooming Marsh. What do we do? What do we do? How do we get out of this? If they have a Lord, 3, 6, 9. If they have a Lord, we die? Well, alright. Hopefully they don't hit a Lord. Enigmatic Incarnation. Draw a card. Fatal Push? Another Incarnation. Alright, play the land. Oh, we got a Fate a turn. We got a Fate a turn. I mean, as long as our opponent doesn't hit a Lord and kill us, we get to Doomwake next turn off of Eidolon. And that should win us the game. Sack a Wolf Willow. Get a Courser. Draw a card. All right, this is it. This is a turn. We got to fade it. And then Doomwake comes in and does it all. Pote it. All right, getting in. Hitting us. Okay. Down to 5. Fabled Passage. Gain a life. Play. Oh, please don't have a counter. Eidolon of Blossoms. No! They top decked it? Alright. That's not good. So we could be dead again. Wow. Oh, no! No, I thought we had it. Oh. Okay, so we're not just dead, because we can get a Nightmare Shepherd to block, but this does make things much sketchier. Hey, Desi J! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So we go to combat. Get in with Setessan Champion. Hit our opponent. Sack Courser for... Oh. Are we dead to a Lord no matter what? We didn't have a 4-drop enchantment to sacrifice. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Benny? How are you? This is very interesting. So, all right. Hostage Taker on Spell Queller seems good. Hostage Taker Spell Queller. If our opponent plays a Spirit, we're not dead. But a Lord, we are dead. Nightmare Shepherd, the math is the same, right? Yeah. All right, if they got a Lord, we're dead. Well, so we'll Hostage Taker. Get rid of the Spell Queller. Cast our Eidolon. Draw 2 cards. All right, fade. Fade! Oh, if only we had 1 more mana, we could actually cast the Spell Queller, and then that would be even better. Pote it. No Lord. No Lord. Temple Garden. And scoops it up! Woo! We got there! Alright. We survived! We survived! Oh, man. Doomwake would have been so good. It would have been so good. We still got the win, though, even without it. The problem is we're in our end step, so we wouldn't be able to cast Sorcery Speed stuff anyway. If we had 1 more mana, we could have stole the Spell Queller and cast it. Have we talked about bannings? We've talked about them a little bit. I think the modern legacy changes are good. I was definitely expecting and wanting something banned in Pioneer, but Wizards disagrees. I don't know. I have a hard. So, Wizards has fought so hard against data that it's really hard for me to take any data they publish. So when they published the ban article, they had like talking about Pioneer, they had a paragraph that was like, well, like in the last 2 weeks of Moto leagues, Inverter only won 49% of the time, but without actually having access to data to look at, it's really hard for me to put too much weight into stuff like that just because it's really easy to cherry pick, or it would be really easy to cherry pick. And I know that Wizards has made it really clear that they're anti-data, so I want Veil gone. Yeah, Veil being gone, is it really that good in Modern? I guess it is pretty good. We probably won't get another banning in Pioneer until May due to PT Houston. Yeah, that's a long wait. That is a long, long wait. Well, Tapland, go. That seems fine. We have good value. We don't have much removal, but Brain Maggot to take something could be helpful. Bone it. Braiding Pool untapped. Run out the Brain Maggot. Spirit doesn't have much actual removal, so Brain Maggot is a pretty good Thoughtseize for the deck in this matchup. Opponent. Okay, bounces it. That's fine. Disdainful Stroke, Company Queller. Well, that's a frightening hand. Ugh, gonna be hard to get through all that. Top Deck, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for you. Do you think Splinter Twin being unbanned would have broke Modern again or no? No. I think Splinter Twin would be perfectly acceptable for Modern. Coco and Disdainful Stroke. Pony can just play so much at instant speed. Alex Hazard, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for you. Well, I mean, I guess we gotta do it. Brain Maggot. Gonna get Quellered. Yeah, this hand is not good for us. What our opponent has. Watery Grave tapped. Pass the turn. Urfog for the 22nd month. What do you all think about the bannings? Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for you. About it. Yeah, so here comes Collected Company. Also very bad for us. Yeah. Play draw might be a pretty big deal in this matchup. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just cast Nightmare Shepherd and it's going to get Disdainful Stroke, though. Everything about this is bad. Like, our opponent just has it covered on, like, 10 different levels here. All right, well, get a land. Run out Nightmare Shepherd. I guess if our opponent's Disdainful Stroking, at least they're not casting Coco this turn. Yeah, there's the stroke, pass the turn. Ace Bundle! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Speaking of Dewbake Giant, I'm currently working on a Mardu enchantment reanimator deck for Pioneer. Best play is using Rise to Glory to get back Dewbake and Overwhelming Splendor. Ooh, that's super sweet. I had not considered that, the double reanimation. Well, all right. My guess is we're just dead, but we'll see. Doomwake Giant. This is our best hope for the long term. Although, it's going to be hard to actually kill the entire board, depending on what our opponent hits. Opponent had the perfect hand for this matchup. Do you think Titan goes back to Ancient Stirrings? Probably. My theory is Wizard, opponent gets Mausoleum Wonder and Spell Queller. Alright, well, I guess that could have been worse. Alright, opponent. How do we kill the Spell Quellers, though? Oh, no, what a draw. Oh, that is a we lose draw. All right. Well, Spirit's on the play with their best possible hand seems decent. Working on Lucky Clover Clone deck. Jeez, yeah. All right. Good hand, opponent. Good hand. I'm working on a Lucky Clover clone deck named Lucky Cloners. Oh, that's a good name, Bennymon. Oh, well, that was a little disappointing. I think Spirits is a really good matchup, but the Flood and then our opponent just having a really, really good hand on the play is rough. I bought 4 Gideon the Trials for $40 last week. Feels great now. Yeah, Gideon has definitely gotten a lot more playable thanks to Pioneer. Do they have a Queller left? No, but we were just dead on board. We didn't have the ability to. We didn't have the ability to wipe. Do I play MTG Arena? We do play Magic Arena. Unfortunately, Arena only has Standard, so we play Arena when we play Standard, but it's missing some really sweet formats at the moment. Hopefully, at some point, it will have more. Can Enigmatic into anything that makes 2 enchantments? Don't think we can win. They're just curious. Not directly. The easiest way to get multiple enchantments involves getting Nightmare Shepherd out. Then we can do some really sweet loops. DJ McGabble's Booty, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. Well, here comes Inverter. Still a card. We had Omen come in for a -1, -1. Then untap land, play Incarnation for another -1. Get Courser off Omen. Maybe I'm missing something. Opponent takes the Tessin Champion. Makes sense. Well, Fabled Passage, crack it. They also had Brazen Borrower that they could flash in, so I think no matter what we did there, we're dead in a whole bunch of ways. Hey, what's up, Babs? How are you? Yeah, the Lord was rough. The Lord made it a lot harder to actually be able to sweep the board. You know, get an island. All right. Untap land. Thought sees you back. What? That is not what I was expecting to see in our opponent's head. All right. All lands in Drakuseth. That is very different than I was expecting. I was expecting oracles and inverter truths. Nope, it's a Drakuseth. All right. Boy, we've had some weird running with lands. We either flood or we're just like desperate for lands. Has been zero middle ground. There's no middle ground. Either like 14 lands out of 15 cards or no lands out of no cards. No in-betweens. Did you know that Bronze Lion, when it comes back in, makes a creature he's attached to lose all of its abilities? Many from my F&M did not read the last sentence. Really? This is so brutal. Oh yeah. That doesn't sound right to me. I'm gonna have to look that up. It makes a creature lose all abilities? Well, yeah, now we got the other. Boy, we've just had awkward running. Very awkward. It's an aura enchantment with enchanted creature as indestructible. So no, I believe Broadside Riot. It doesn't make the creature lose all abilities. It makes the Broadside loses all abilities. So it's not like a 3/3 creature that is also an aura. Yeah, I believe that's right. Have I tried Hearthstone Battlegrounds? I have not. I've played Hearthstone before, but not Battlegrounds. Well, opponent's just gonna cast a Drakuseth off of this Crucible of Spirit Dragons, and we're gonna lose because it's turn 5 and we have 2 lands. Well, fair enough. Boy, we've had some awkward running. Yeah, that's Drakuseth, and yeah, we're just gonna scoop it up. There's not really any coming. Yeah. How does this keep happening? Oh, we're at war with math apparently. Well, Brain Maggot's in. Slumgar, and probably I guess Mystical Dispute. Fatal Push seems less good. We can probably trim a Doomwake Giant, go down a Courser, and yeah, let's go down the Mana Bloom. Try it like that. I miss when Eidolon of Blossoms was at standard. Yeah, Eidolon was sweet in standard. Because of my budget EDH last week, it motivated me to brew my own budget list. Got Hapatra down to $37. Ooh, awesome, Paps. Yeah, budget EDH is pretty sweet. I don't think they're a reanimator deck, honestly. I mean, I guess they might have like Haven of the Spirit Dragon to get a dragon back in hand, but I think it's just my guess is it's just a dragon deck. Well, this hand would be good if we had 2 lands. Ah, there they all are. Yeah, well, I guess we keep this, and we'll put you to the bottom. Alright. Well, land go. I miss playing Isn't Phoenix in Modern. I mean, you probably still could, right? What are we great for? Are about it. Untap, Thoughtseize. Yeah, no Thoughtseize. Slow thought. Alright. Alright, more lands. That's the turn. What do you think the effect of a ban on Amulet? Has Amulet been banned? When did Amulet get banned? Crucible of the Spirit Dragon for our opponent. Well, Doomwake, at least that is not another land. Boy. We got to see the deck do sweet things in round 1, but since then, we have just not had hands to really do it justice. Pout it, take it up the Crucible. Oh, Oda ban on Amulet deck? Yeah. I don't think, I mean, Oda ban powers down like slightly half of the metagame or something because just every deck plays it. But yeah, I don't think it has a super specific impact on Amulet. They can just play other options. Play alright, Slumgar we did want. Play Ancient Strings or something. I don't think it's a huge deal. Well, go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Thoughtseize our opponent. I mean, maybe we should just play Dig Through Time. If that's a card that Wizards is going to make legal, you should probably just play it in every deck. Alright, so opponent, mono removal, Drakuseth, Dig Through Time. Yeah. Not looking good. Wizards. Yeah, I really don't have any idea why. I mean, I think the best argument for Wizards not banning stuff in Pioneer is the broken combo decks are all selling cards from the newest set, so we can't ban them yet because Wizards needs to keep selling Theros Beyond Death. And then the end of April after the Pro Tour, they will no longer be selling Theros Beyond Death, and then we can ban them and start playing the broken cards from Ikora until they get banned. Like, I used to think that the play design team for Wizards, I used to think their job was to make sure that cards weren't pushed so hard and so broken they'd have to be banned. But I'm kind of wondering if their job is to, like, make sure cards are pushed enough that they might have to be banned. I mean, it is very cynical. And I don't think it is exclusively that. But I do think that might play into it a little bit. Like, they waited a long time on banning Oko. And the only thing that makes any amount of sense, like, they had Pro Tours being ruined, the meta 75%, the one deck. Like, they waited and waited and waited through through a ban announcement where they could have done it to ban Oko. So, I mean, I think that plays into it. I don't think that is the sole reasoning, but I think it is a consideration for these type of discussions. Well, here comes Drakoseth, which I guess means we're just dead. Boy, what is going... Okay, no Drakoseth. What is going on in this format? Well, alright. Thoughtseize you. We have not had very many decent hands. Well, Thoughtseize. We'll take Drakoseth. We'll play another land. I guess we should have played Blooming Marsh past the turn. Oko not being banned with Field was a huge oversight. That's true. Not only lost his sales, but it is also admitting they made a mistake with Oko. That's probably true as well. Build it. Thought Erasure. Caesar, nothingness. Well, I don't know if a 3-match sample size Test West is actually super meaningful. Alright, let's Omen. See if we can find like an Incarnation or something would be good. Well, alright, keep Incarnation. Play Incarnation. Finally getting the engine going, maybe. Blooming Marsh. End of turn. Sack Omen. Get... Yeah, I guess we gotta go Setessan Champion. Pass the turn. I gotta give our opponent some props. It appears that their only way of casting their triple red cards is Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. That might be the greediest thing I've ever seen. Opponent. Oh, so what is happening? Okay, we're dead. I have no idea what's going on. Hey, what's up, Jolson? I don't know what's happening. Huh. Well, I guess Drakoseth is a thing you could maybe do in the format. Don't you have a horde of Crucibles? Yeah, they're all given away. And it takes a brave person to look at a metagame full of Leyline of the Voids and be like, I'm gonna reanimate Drakoseth in this Thoughtseize Leyline of the Void format, but it got us there. I didn't think they were trying to reanimate. I thought they were playing a dragon deck, but apparently not. Yeah, I mean, I guess Chow was right. My mind is a little blown that that's a thing someone is trying to do in Pioneer. What is your main deck? Break it down. Come on! I'm tempted to just keep this. We're on the draw. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. Sooner or later, we have to run reasonably. And if we mulligan, we're going to get 7 lands, so we're keeping. 1 land, 1 keep. Planes for our imputed. Are we? What is going on with these decks? Did everyone sell their inverters and now they got to play their standard deck because they don't have a Pioneer deck anymore? That's the only thing that makes sense. People just sold all their Pioneer staples, so are like, okay, we're gonna have to play. That's a lot of Healer's Hawks. Boy, if we get to this Doomwake Giant, well, we're gonna take the Pride Mate. Can we get to this Doomwake Giant and make our opponent the saddest person in Pioneer? Vote it. Blades. That would be a good t-shirt. We might have to actually do that. Vote it. Healer's Hawk. Yeah, brackets don't really work that way on Moto, though. Dryad Militant. Alright, here comes the beatdowns. Yeah, this is one where being on the draw might end up being a problem. We'll see. Well, we gotta shock ourselves. We gotta find lands. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We know our opponent's got Selfless Spirit. There's a land. 2 cards in hand. Selfless Spirit. So we're taking 4 and then 4. Yeah. I wish we were on the play. Well, Omen of the Sea. Too slow. Well, keep the Watery Grave. Take our beats. Boy, we're not going to get to it, are we? Down to 9. Incarnation. Yeah, I think that does it. Pass the turn. 1 land keep scoops him out. That's a good idea. Would suggest Prophet of Krupik, Scarab God, Clever Impersonator. Those are fun cards. I don't know how they work with the enchantment theme. Yeah, we're just, all right, on to game 2. Sacking a 3-mana enchantment to Incarnation to grab Impersonator. Copying Incarnation unless you grab Scarab God, Prophet in the same turn. I don't think that actually works. Does it? Because if you get a copy, it's already going to be the beginning of the end step, right? I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. Hey, what's up, Young Frugal? How are you? Welcome. Good to see you on this fine Monday. All right, so we're on the play. This hand seems fine. We don't have a Doomwake, but we had a bunch of removal. Yeah, I don't think you'd get a trigger from the second one. The next turn you can. You can sack other copies of Incarnation. You can't sack an Incarnation to itself. If you have 2 Incarnations, you can sack them to each other. But it does say other enchantment, so... Alright, Leonin Vanguard for our imputed. Yeah, land's not bad. So I think our main goal is just to... Our main goal is just to get to a Doomwake Giant. Like, I think our opponent's deck is very close to just drawing dead to Doomwake Giant. It seems like the most insane thing I can imagine. Oh, I'm sorry, Young Frugal. Yeah, next turn that makes sense. You do some crazy things the following turn with doubling up that way. About it. Johnny's Pride Mate. Well, we will just Omen. Yeah, we'll keep both. Put on top. Put on top. Untap. Thought sees you. Healer's Hawk, Hushbringer, Selfless Spirit, and Offenza. We do have these fatal pushes. What do we not want to deal with? I guess just take Selfless Spirit. Yeah, let's take Selfless Spirit. Fabled Passage. Go. Actually, and let's... Yeah, I guess we just kill this now. Kill Pride Mate. Pass the turn. Could I link my version here? Yeah, of course, break it down. I would love to see your version. Booted. Well, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, young Frugal, but I'm glad you got to catch the stream. That's sweet. Opponent plays Hushbringer. And Elsid. Well, crack this. Get a Swamp. Opponent triggers, gets in. There's Doomwake. Except our opponent has a Hushbringer. Well, we will play Nightmare Shepherd. Go. I mean, our opponents, we know their hand. It's a Healer Hawk and an Anafenza. That's all they got. Anafenza. Healer Hawk. I guess Doomwake can still work from non-creature enchantments triggering. Now, opponent's out of cards. If Doomwake ever does its things, it is so good. Is Omen of the Sea just better than Anticipate? I mean, it's especially good in a deck that cares about enchantments. It might be better than Anticipate in other decks. Boat it. Passes. Well, Watery Grave. Down to 13. Yeah, let's Doomwake Giant. So Hushbreaker's keeping our opponent alive for the time being. If we ever draw an Omen of the Sea, an Enigmatic Incarnation, opponent's life is going to be over really quickly. Really, really quick. Big Daddy Doomwake, gonna take it down. Found it, combat. Yeah, that looks like a fun idea. Not many enchantments though. Are there enough? How is the enchantment level felt? Wow. Well, go to combat. Attack with Doomwake. Yeah, let's Doomwake. I mean, I guess we just try to beat our opponent down through their stuff. Untaps. Now, we can't Hostage Taker because of this Hushbringer. Opponent gets a Heliod. Alright, that's annoying. This does mean if our opponent just walks backwards into a Ballista, we could lose. And we can't kill the Hushbringer because of Elsiad. Breeding Pool. Oh, Breeding Pool. Tapped. Pass the turn. Oh my goodness, we're going to get Hushbringered. We can't Fatal Push the Hushbringer because of Elsid. So our opponent has protection, and they haven't tapped out of protection. Selfless Spirit. Healer Hawk. Alright. Combat. Triggers. On Heliod. Opponent. Interesting. Gonna get with the Healer Hawk, eh? Alright, let's do this now. 1, 2, 3. Crack Omen. Hmm. So this is gonna die. This is gonna die. 1, 2, 3. All right. So bottom. Actually, maybe. All right. Bottom and top. This should be good. There's an Incarnation. We will kill the Healer Hawk. And block Heliod? Yeah, we'll block Heliod. We get back Doomwake anyway. Yeah, I mean, when we cast, we're just gonna, next turn we're gonna win. We hit our, oh my, never mind. We might not be winning. The hidden mode of Hushbringer, well, Enigmatic Incarnation, triggers. Opponent. Lets it go. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's technically a punt. Yeah, I mean, technically this... Wow! We have played the weirdest set of matches I've ever seen. What do we do now? We're actually going to lose because of that. If we had 2 Doomwags, we would have killed Selfless Spirit, killed Anafedza. That would have let us kill the Hushbringer, and we would easily win. We can't push because of Selfless Spirit, so we can't actually kill the Hushbringer. That would be fun, but it's not actually something that works with a Selfless Spirit out, unfortunately. Robolas, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, pass the turn. Yeah, that punt was probably game losing. We don't have the Muldrotha anymore. We took it out. So I think we actually have to choose to not activate. You can't steal Hushbringer with Hostage Taker because Hushbringer shuts down the enter the battlefield trigger. So that actually doesn't get the job done, unfortunately. Podet. Attacks. Well, Fatal Push Hushbringer. Come on, enchantment for Incarnation. Yeah, opponent sacks. Now another Fatal Push would be good. Opponent passes. We draw nothing. All right, let's look at our sideboard. How do we do this? Yeah, pass the turn. I guess. No sacrifice. Opponent. So what's your reason to not push the second Hushbringer earlier when it was vulnerable? We never had an opportunity to kill the Hushbringer. There was never a time when we actually could have killed it, unfortunately. If there was ever a time that we could have killed it, I would have loved to have killed it. Opponent was not tapped out. Was not tapped out the entire time, I don't believe. Alright, so we will Wolf Willow. They left up a mana for Elcid every turn. So kill the token. Still can't get rid of the Hushbringer. No attacks. Sack Wolf Willow. Boy, his Hushbringer is really insane against our deck, isn't it? It's pretty good. I guess we take Courser. Alright, Thoughtseize on top. That's pretty dead. Opponent gonna make a 1-1. Eventually our opponent's gonna draw a mana symbol and turn on Heliod. Or they're gonna draw Walking Ballista. Daxos, that turns on Heliod. Ugh. We're drawing a dead Hostage Taker. Yeah, that one turn I think is going to lose us this entire game. Opponent gets in. Hits us. And we'll take it. Drawing a dead Thoughtseize. Fatal put. Why, deck? Why must you make this so ridiculously frustrating? Why? But now we're going to have to jump block to stay alive. We finally are going to get to kill this Hushbringer, but it's going to be too late. I think that's what's happening. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe we can still stabilize. We'll see what our opponent draws. Alright, we're gonna just start this league over. I think this was our practice curse league. We're just gonna start it over. This was our practice curse league. Doesn't count. Starting over. Or maybe the deck's not as sweet as I thought it was, but boy. Oy, 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 oy. On to take two. Before we get into it, a reminder that our sponsor, we are cursed. That was very cursed. A reminder that our sponsor this afternoon is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you get them at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. All right, take two. Take two. Wow, that was brutal. Well, that did all go back to the punt. I just don't usually think about the death trigger prevention mode of Hushbringer. I always think of it stopping enter the battlefield triggers, but it actually does do that. Hey, Celiabald. Yeah. Welcome. Hello. Happy Monday to everyone. Good to see you. Let's do some reminders. Jump straight into our stream. Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one, in the future. Normal YouTube, tons of sweet stuff there. This hand's fine. This hand's actually pretty good. If our opponent's comboing, it's less good. I will say, we played a pretty interesting grouping of deck lists. Actually, we just started the stream. That doesn't count. But we did play some really interesting deck lists that I've never seen before. Lucas Dono, how are you today? Good to see ya. Good timing, Magic Pistol Man. We're just half an hour late for the start of the stream in Europe with daylight savings time. Yeah, so is it not daylight savings time in Europe yet? I do not understand how that works. Like, it's really crazy to me that isn't a standardized thing. I mean, it's crazy to me that it's a thing that happens at all. Like, I don't know why we need daylight savings time to even be a thing, period. But it's even weirder that it isn't consistent from location to location. All right, Herald, go. See what big green things our opponent can play. Yeah, definitely green ramp of some kind. Come on, Doomwake. Opponent. Could be, I guess, Planeswalkers. March 29th. So we're just off to a early start in the U.S. Oh! All right, Wilfillo Haven. And... oh boy. Oh, opponent's going to be casting huge things. All right, sure. That is a lot of ramp. Yeah, I think we have to Thoughtseize, actually, unfortunately. Oh. Okay. Still in a bad way. Wow, what a hand! 2 lands, 3 rep spells, 3 planeswalkers. Good God. Yeah, this is the mono green planeswalker list. We don't have a lot of just straight up planeswalker removal, unfortunately. Opponent considering letting us attack for 2. Yeah, it's very odd, daylight savings time. I thought it was like a wartime thing from like World War I or World War II, but I don't know why we bother to still do it. Any moment here tonight, maybe floating cows. You never know. I mean, we're on Magic Online, so there's a chance. We'll see how our league goes. Well, one thing I tell you, working in IT, daily savings time is mostly a hassle. Yeah, I don't know what purpose it really serves in 2020. Maybe there was a purpose that it served a long time ago, but... well, here comes a Vivian. Planeswalker, one of 40 million. Mm-hmm. And Vivian ticks up, plays a land, gets in, more lands. Well, I'll go to combat, attack Vivian, play Fabled Passage, crack Fabled Passage, thin the deck. Master Left, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. And I think we just Eidolon, draw immediately, gain a life. More lands. All right, that's how we were hoping for. Its initial purpose was, no joke, to allow entomologists to have more daylight to work catching bugs. Do you think it's still necessary in 2020, Tawnos? that is a crazy reason. I did not know that any decisions were made based on entomologists and entomology needs. that actually kind of makes it funnier that is the reason. Phone it. I always had heard that it was a farmer thing. Oh, another Nissa on top. I always had heard farmer thing, but I don't think that that's actually true. When I read more about it, I heard that was actually just a old wives' tale or whatever, some sort of rumor. About it. So Nissa's incoming. Ass is not ideal. Well, yeah, that's a lot of planeswalkers. The curses continues. Opponent's a deliberate planeswalker player. Alright, cashes in the Vivian. Gets in, hits us. Really? The curse continues. Still just drawing all the lands in the west past the turn. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest difference in the game is opponents on 3 lands out of 11 cards. We're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands out of 13. So our opponents just had a lot more magic cards than we have, unfortunately. Which is making this tough. Opponent gets in, gets in, gets in. Well, I mean, we're going to block and take a million, but I think we're just dead. We've just hit all the lands. Willow Haven. All right. I mean, that's not bad. We're going to need to chain things together like crazy, though. Oh, Doomwake would have been good. Doomwake would have been so good. Well, thin the deck. Get a forest. Willow Haven. Gain a life. Draw a card. No more lands. We've got them all out of the way. Omen of the Sea. Okay. Hope Springs Eternal. Omen of the Sea. Yeah, Scry. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Thoughtseize bottom. Willow Haven can stay top. And oh, we were so close. Oh, we were so close! Doomwake, gain a life. Oh, if we had hit this a little earlier! Yeah. Trigger. Draw. Grow. Willow Haven. Trigger, draw, grow. All right. Pass the turn. I mean, I think we stay alive. Attack Nissa. Attack Nissa. Opponent blocks. 3/6. I guess we just have to stay on defense. All right, stay on defense. Oh, that was a turn. That was a turn. That was a comeback turn. All right. All right. We're back in it. We're back in it. Opponent on taps. No big draws. No big draws. No big draws. Opponent. With 2 incarnations, if we untap this turn, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. A Chandelar stream. Would people want to see Chandelar stuff? MTG Goldfish does a good job of keeping up on Moto prices. Superstar Machine. And a post scoops? Oh! The comeback! The comeback! I think that shows what the deck can do. It was looking so bad. So many Planeswalkers. So much attacking. That was good. That was the comeback. And we were going to Incarnation, just wipe the board, kill the Nissa. Whew. That was a good one. That was a good one. We did Chandelar for a April Fool's joke at one point, which was sweet. All right, Brainmay gets in. Whip of Erebos. I guess we can go down Whip. We'll go Slumgar, I think, over Muldrotha. Slumgar seems pretty good against our opponent. And we'll go down the Mana Bloom and go down 1 Dryad. Do we want the other Fatal Push? I haven't played against this deck too much. Chandelar could be fun in small doses, maybe. I don't know if it would be fun for a whole 3-hour stream or not. Maybe it would be. It's definitely unique, and it's cool to see kind of the history of Magic, digital Magic at least. That part's definitely very interesting. Ooh, all right. Well, we don't really have much card draw, but double discard seems good against the Planeswalker deck. I think Whip is a really sweet one-of. It does go out in some matchups, but I think it's fine as a one-of. I mean, for buying and selling purposes, does your site... So what are you looking for? What are you looking for, Superstar Machine? Like, oh, like MTGO Wiki price, how it showed like a whole bunch of bots and what the best prices and buy prices were. Yeah, that seems. Hmm. Wolfwillow Haven, Burning Tree. Hmm. Take Jade Light. Pass the turn. Yeah, that I don't know of anything else that's like that, and I don't know. I don't expect that that would be something coming to Goldfish. Like it has prices from a couple of the major bots, but as far as like all the random little bots, that seems less likely that that would be a thing that would be going on Goldfish. Hmm. All right, breeding pool, brain maggot. Get rid of something. Huh. I wish we had one more mana. Well, gotta take Voracious Hydra and hope our opponent doesn't get the mana to Nissa in the near future. Or we draw another Thoughtseize. Yeah, we have to take Hydra, or it just kills Brain Maggot and they get back Nissa anyway. Opponent. Land. Getting towards that Nissa. I'll play the land, run out Courser. Well, we can keep killing the lands that they animate off Nissa because we have fatal pushes for years. Vote it. Yeah, we didn't have the mana to be able to push it in response, though, right? So if they cast it that last turn, they would have had the opportunity to fight it. Opponent. Ooh, Karn. Alright, so now we're going to have to beat through this Karn. I don't know what scary stuff they can grab from their sideboard. Is there a card that reduces Shockland cost for ping life? I guess like Amulet of Vigor, since it just untaps them, if that's what you're trying to do. But I don't think there's anything that's like, if you would shock yourself, you don't shock yourself, or anything along those lines. Maybe random like damage reduction stuff. Omen of the Sea is not the worst. Well, go to combat. Attack Karn. Wolfwillow Haven. Go. Alright. What scary thing can card do? Yeah, Courser. Yeah, there are ways you could kind of reduce it like that, for sure. There's Personal Sanctuary, prevents all damage dealt to you during your turn. There's some like janky ways like that. Whenever a land comes into play, gain life. I think one of the refuges does something like that. The green one, maybe. Blood Sun, yep, gets rid of the downside. So there are some ways around it, sort of. Nissa, land untapped. Well, now we got 2 planeswalkers we got to deal with. We can kill lands forever, though. All of a sudden, our fatal pushes are looking a lot like Stone Rains. Opponent, combat. Attacks. Well, fatal push you. Takes up Karn. Fabled Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. Shuffle away Wolfwillow, which we don't need. We could use card draw. We would accept card draw. Ugh, more Fabled Passages. Oh, Fatal Push, Burning Tree. Attack. Karn. So many Planeswalkers. Omen of the Sea, I guess? Well, Fabled Passage bottom. Nightmare Shepherd top. Ugh, Thoughtseas. Alright, pass the turn. See what our opponent can do. They can still tutor with Karn, which is concerning. With so much mana. What card do I own the most of in paper? Oh, God. Okay, opponent plays a land. Untaps a land. What can they get with Karn that's just, like, ridiculous? Cashes in Karn. What is going on? 11 mana. Gets a huge walking ballista. I see. Well, that is very bad. That probably will beat us. Walking ballista X5. Opponent's passing. Well, sack this. Scry away this dead Thoughtseize. And this dead Opulent Palace. Bottom. Well, Castle Lockwain's better than some of the other lands, maybe. I'll play Fabled Passage. Oh, Doomwake coming slowly. Nightmare Shepherd. Yeah, this ballista probably has us. Kills our brain maggot. Yeah, pass the turn. Oh, so close. So close. Yeah, you can't get Ulamog because it's not an artifact, right? Opponent, another land. Has the huge crosses in hand. Untaps. Voracious Hydra. Well, okay. We gotta shuffle it away, unfortunately. Grab our swamp. Yeah, Brain Maggot. Kill Voracious Hydra. Nessa's a busted card. Nessa's so strong. Alright, we gain a life. We keep our Nightmare Shepherd, kind of. Opponent goes to combat. Passes. Brain Maggot on top. Play the Blooming Marsh. More lands on top. Well, go to combat. Attack attack Nissa. Yeah, this ballista's getting us in a half. Yeah, Doomwake isn't very helpful, unfortunately. So shuffling it away is fine. I mean, it could be helpful in the long run, but we're not very close to it being helpful. I guess we passed the turn. Ballista! Yeah, 2-2 does not seem super. Does not seem super impactful at the moment. Having another land on top from Courser is less than ideal, I would say. Yeah, card advantage would be super helpful. Booted. Untaps a land. Oh, I thought we were off to a good start too, but not good enough. Jade Light Ranger, gonna go exploring. Sure. Another Nissa, another Elvish Mystic. Grows a Jade Light. Yeah, they probably should just pump the crap out of their Ballista. Opponent, combat. Huge attack. Sure. I mean, we're probably just dead, I think. But we don't really have a way to get out of it, so this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, if they just pump, we're dead. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. Yep. Sure. Well, the threats just keep coming. Apparently. Oh, it looked good for a minute, but our opponent just was threat. All right. Run it back. McGarry for the 25th month. Do you think something needs to be done to return Versity to Pioneer back to where it was in early months? I mean, I was expecting Inverter to be targeted by a banning, but apparently we'll have to wait and see. Have we tried energy decks in Pioneer? So, Inverter, I think, is a bit of a concern. I don't think it'll ever be like when the format was brand new. Just people learn what decks are good. The format solidifies. That's going to happen no matter what. But Inverter might be outside the norm there. Yeah, we've definitely played some Pioneer energy decks, like Pummeler style decks. I mean, Courser is kind of, as far as card advantage, Courser is a little bit of a joke. I mean, it's fine, but it's not like, oh, I get to draw a bunch of extra cards. Alright, sure. How many Planeswalkers do you got, opponent? How many? This hand still doesn't really have any card advantage, although Courser's a little something. Watery Grave, untapped. Thoughtseize. Alright, so a million ramp spells, a million card draw spells, a million removal spells. Huh. Alright, take a Karn, I guess. Nothing about that's good for us. We have plenty of things that we can tutor up to draw cards, I think, more efficiently than Tracker. We just haven't had an Incarnation. Well, another Thoughtseize, I guess, is fine. The Great Henge. That's a problematic draw. Ooh, your dredge deck looks sweet. Kind of dredgeless dredge. It's a fun idea. We have a huge new donation from McCary, $100 donation. Good Lord. What do you think the difference between Modern Pioneer, what do you think the difference between Modern and Pioneer that makes it such consistent diversity, power level of lower tier decks? So what do you think is the difference between Modern and Pioneer that makes it have such constant diversity, power level of lower tier decks? That's probably a big part of it. I mean, it's a bigger card pool too, is probably also part of it. But I think, yeah, so many different powerful cards that even the lower tier decks are playing a lot of powerful cards. When if you look at standards, like the opposite, like you have a handful of decks that have really powerful cards, but if your deck's not playing those handful of really powerful cards, it's really hard to compete because the powerful cards are so good. So I think, yeah, the fact that so much of the format has powerful cards is a big reason for it. And just like having a massive card pool in a absolute sense. Just more cards allows you theoretically to have more diversity. Thank you so much for the huge donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is, whew, that is a big one. What do we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like there's kind of no good options. Yeah, alright. The henge is going to come down. We can't really stop it, unfortunately. Or beat it with much consistency. Oh, welcome to Moto, Mortified Pingu. Yeah, that was a fun match. Yeah, don't get frustrated. It takes a little while to get used to Moto and all the clicking and all that stuff. So it'll become more second nature the more you do it. It just takes a bit of time. Can we beat a Voracious Hydra? 1, 2, it'd be like a 6/6. Well, alright. We've cast a lot of discard, 3 Thought Seizes, but our opponents just has so many threats, they still have card draw left over. After us taking a Planeswalker, Great Henge, and Voracious Hydra, they're still left with card draw. Alright, that's kind of a whiff. That could have been worse. It's only a 3/2. It gets blocked by Courser. For the time being, opponent gets in, hits us 10. Overgrown Tomb. Well, alright. It is time for Courser to hopefully generate card advantage. Brain Maggot. Not as exciting. Pass the turn. Yeah, we haven't hit an Enigmatic Incarnation. That has been our biggest... Uh-oh. Tapping mana. Okay, just to Llanowar. Opponent. Passing. We could use some card draw. Plays a lad. Wolf Willowhaven. Well, I guess we play Nightmare Shepherd. Oh, what we would give for an Eidolon, an Incarnation, a Setessan Champion, any of those things. Any Pioneer budget decks? I'm actually working on a Pioneer budget deck for next week, so they're coming, Daniel, I promise. Well, that seems good for next turn. I think we actually just play Wolf Willowhaven. Oh, alright, we gotta fade a turn. Go to combat. Hit our opponent. The doom is coming. No big draws. No Planeswalkers. No fighting our stuff. Whiff for one more turn. Come on. Opponent. They see the Doom Wave coming too. The Veiling of Doom creeping over them. If they didn't top deck anything. If they drew a Nizza or something, then... Uh-oh. They drew something. Vivian. Okay. I'm going to grow a big Jade Light. Yup. Yeah, hopefully we can hit this Vivian down so it doesn't get to fetch anything. We can definitely hit it down to 1 with Nightmare Shepherd. Opponent. Do they even attack? They do. All right. Well, we'll take it. Oh, this is going to be close. Opponent hits us. Down 2-7. Uh-huh. And what's our opponent's last card? Yeah, I thought they just had a land in hand. We'll see what the last card is. If it's nothing, then we do get to kill Viv, which would be... Uh-oh. They actually have something? Oh, okay. Sax Wolfwillow. Okay. That's okay. Land on top, we still get to kill Viv. We do not. Well... Doomwake Giant. Go to combat. Attack Vivian. About it. All right, Doomwake. It's up to you. Doomwake's got a hold. Yeah, Wolfwillow is sorcery speed. I still think the Splitter Twin will probably get unbanned at some point. I do. I think it's pretty safe for Modern. All right, Vivia goes to 1. Pass the turn. What does our opponent draw? About it. Hanging on just barely. I don't know what the argument for it, Big Ol'. I'd be surprised if it got restricted. Safe for Modern, like Golgari Grave Troll. I mean, no, I think it's actually safe for Modern. Not safe like Golgari Grave Troll, but like safe. Opponent going to attack. Well, we're going to block. We would rather not die. Doomwake returns. Kid Koozie! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for you. About it. Burning Tree Emissary. I don't know if we got this one, honestly. I mean, this is a 7-6. How do we deal with a 7-6? In a way that does not leave us dead. I guess it's going to lose Trample if we kill Vivian. All right, so we will... Awkward. Yeah, we could Fatal Push it. We got to get rid of Vivian. We got to not die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess pushing it's probably our best bet. So sack Wolfwillow. Make a wolf. Kill Jade Light Ranger. Go to combat. Kill Vivian. And... yeah, kill Vivian. Opponent could have another Vivian in hand. That would be another card that would make sense that they're not casting. Pass the turn, bone it. Forest. And 6 mana. Ballista. Oh no! Oh, they top deck the win! Oh no! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, maybe we could hold untap. Eidolon on top. Well, we will play Brain Maggot. Target our opponent. Play Brain Maggot. Target our opponent. Kill the Burning Tree Emissary. No attacks, max defense. Oh, that's not a good draw. That's not a good draw for us. Opponent has an 8/9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically, we can put our whole board in front of it and hopefully kill it. Opponent, combat. We gotta try if they attack. We gotta try it. There's the attack. Yup. Well, we gotta go for it. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if this dies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all right. All right. All in front. Found it, moving things around. I don't think this deck plays Blossoming Defense, does it? I don't think it's a card it plays, but yeah, some sort of enchantment destruction would be a huge game-ending blowout. But we can't really get around that because even if we block with Doomwake and they kill Nightmare, we still get blown out. Oh. Okay. Okay, we survived! Wow, this has been a ridiculously close game. But we have an Eidolon coming, which is good, and we get back a big chunk of our board. Yep. And it's a Brain Maggot, so we actually get a snipe at our opponent's hand, too. It's a land. Okay. Oh, we might be doing it. Wow, this has been ridiculous. Yeah, we'll get back Brain Maggot. Sure. Target you. Here comes the 1/1s. Opponent's got nothing. Yep. And opponent plays a land. Passes. Well, Fabled Passage. Ooh, Omen of the Sea on top is nice. Gain a life. Play Eidolon of Blossoms. Draw the Omen of the Sea. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Hit our opponent. Down to 11 past the turn. We got to close it out before they top deck out. Yeah, Brain Maggot art is gross. It's just gross. Questing Beast. Okay. Hits us. Oh, we can't even block that, can we? That's not great. Down to 3. Ooh, this means Ballista can potentially kill us? Well, Fabled Passage. Crack it. Shuffle away Doomwake. Swamp. Gain a life. Forest. Gain a life. Fatal Push. Questing Beast. Omen of the Sea. Yeah, draw with Eidolon first. Yeah, I guess we'll keep Slumgar. Slumgar. And Eidolon. Draw 2. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent. Down to 4. We're actually not dead to Ballista. I think we got it. Come back, and opponent scoops it up. Whoo! Take down Mono Green Planeswalkers. And that was without Enigmatic Incarnation. That was without our namesake card. We still ground him out. That was a pretty interesting match. The Planeswalker deck looks pretty powerful. Cool. All right. We got there. That was a really interesting close game all the way around. Ad nauseam art is really gross. What's the grossest art in Magic? That's a good question. I'm sure there's some other really, really gross art. I know there's some old art that's pretty, like, offensive, but that's not really gross. Yeah, alright. I guess we keep this. We got our Incarnation. Our mana's a little awkward. Surgical Extraction's pretty gross, too. Alpha Sanger Vampire. That's a good one. Basil Thrall is another good one. I'm here for the zombies. First time sub. Welcome so much. Thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Welcome so much to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for you. Yeah, Ad nauseam is like classic gross. Deep analysis. What is the deep analysis art? Deep analysis. Oh, yeah, I guess that's a little weird. Basil Thrall. Oh, it probably depends on the edition, but I remember this one from a Commander Clash. That is quite the creature. I don't know how its body even I don't know how its body even works that way. All right, yeah, that is a you don't get too many naked butts on Magic cards anymore. That's just not a that's not a thing that they do. Did I start an hour earlier? Sort of accident. Well, so we had a daylight savings time start in the U.S. So depending on where in the world you are, apparently not everyone is on daylight savings time yet. So depending on your location, it might have been an hour earlier. It's the same time to me, 2 Eastern. So it's the same time as normal from my perspective, but there have been other people who have said the same thing, that the timing is different for them. 2 Soul Scars, Embercleave. Well, I'll take Embercleave. Can we beat 2 Soul Scar Mages? And a Mutavault. Mutavault. I want Ad nauseam to be good in Modern. Again, that would be dope. I've seen some like Ad nauseam Thassa's Oracle hybrids. Kind of inverter style decks. Those are kind of Ad nauseam will probably get back there at some point. I think the problem with Ad nauseam is it still tends to be a slow combo compared to the speed of other combos. I'm subscribing to you to revisit Teferi Pool. That was when I first got into your videos I watched. I would play some more Teferi Pool at some point. Teferi Pool was definitely a sweet budget deck. Tonight's modern budget deck is really sweet. I'm really excited for this one. Modern. Taking a break from standard budget magics has made it way more enjoyable for me. So I'm actually like super hyped. Last week's standard deck, it was fine. I think some of the synergies are cool, but I'm ready to play some other formats. While we wait for Ikora. Once Ikora comes, we will definitely be playing more standard. But I think we're probably going to play a lot of older formats in the meantime while we're waiting. Yeah, 3 Fairy makes it way better. I remember someone right after, or close to right after 3 Fairy came out, played it in a SCT Open or something to like 10th place or some like pretty good finish with a version playing 3 fairy. So next spoiler season, we don't know the exact date. It's got to be either 2 weeks from today or 3 weeks from today. I think it mostly depends on... Wow, Soulscar Mage Tron. I think it mostly depends on whether or not Commander gets its own week of spoilers, which I don't think has been confirmed. Because they're kind of like connected, related, Ikoria and Commander 2020. So we don't really know if they're just going to mash the Commander spoilers into the normal spoiler season or if it's going to get its own week. If it gets its own week, I would expect 2 weeks from today. If it is just mashed in with the rest of the set, I would expect 3 weeks, so like the 30th, based on old spoiler timing, like traditional spoiler timing. And also assuming... can we get green mana? Yeah. Well, at least our opponent's probably going to think we're Dimir Inverter. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. How can we not find a green source? We're a very green heavy deck. Opponent. Gary Zev. The beatdown keeps coming. This might be a tough matchup regardless. This just might be a tough matchup. Do you think that Wizards is making more you win the game card since you started doing against the odds videos? It seems so. I think so. I think they actually are. I think you could probably look back over old sets and actually kind of like prove it scientifically, but subjectively, my answer would be yes. I believe that they are. Well, playing Incarnation. We are still taking a beating. And we don't even have anything that good to do next turn. Yeah, we're going to be just a bit slow, I think. Unfortunately, Soulscars have 2 power, which makes them a little harder to... I guess our best bet's Courser. Ugh, more lands on top. All right, pass the turn. Vote it. I don't know if it's because of Against the Odds, but I think it is. It has happened since Against the Odds has been happening. I'm not saying that it's because of Against the Odds it's happening. I think that it's more of a meta thing, like a realization that those type of cards are popular and that casual players or semi-competitive players are a much bigger market than the hardcore spikes. So I think that it's more that, I would say. That would be my guess. Than specifically to like support Against the Odds. Although supporting Against the Odds is nice. It is a nice upside, a nice side effect, I guess, benefit. So if we shock ourselves to 7, we can play a Swamp, kill ourselves for Fatal Push. Now, let's just... Place a test in Champion. Play Overgrown Tomb tapped. Go up to 10. Sack Courser. Get Eidolon of Blossoms. Draw a couple cards. Fatal Push. Fatal Push. We would really like a Fatal Push. Oh, yeah, I guess we should have attacked with it. I feel like this is a matchup that we're either going to win by a... We're either going to... Oh, Whip is potentially good. I feel like this is a matchup that either we're going to be able to stabilize and we're going to win by a ton, or our opponent's going to kill us before we stabilize. It seems less likely that it's going to be about scraping out random 2 points of damage. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, opponent. Mutavault. Wait, what one's summoning sick? That one. Okay, opponent goes to combat. No cards in hand. Attacks with everything. Makes a monkey. Block Mutavault. Block Soulscar Mage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might actually be stabilizing here. Okay, stuff dies. We go to 5. We untap. Doomwake Giant. Doomwake Giant, Doomwake Giant, sweep the board. Game? Oh! I think we got him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doomwake Giant. Coming down. Yes. Doomwake is actually pretty good at this format. And then next turn we can gain a ton of life if we need to and just put it away. So draw a card. Shrink things. Grows to Tessin Champion. Play Blooming Marsh. Go to combat. Hit our opponent for 2. And then, thankfully our opponent didn't block. Sacrifice Eidolon. Somewhat risky attack. Doomwake. Double trouble. Trigger. Wrath the board. Get them all out of here. Oh, what a comeback. Pass the turn. And now we have Whip of Erebos, which is gain 12 next turn. I mean, that's just it. That's it. Opponent. Rebel Master. Sure. But we just have repeatable Wrath. What's up, Sigodel? An opponent scoops it up, taking down Mono Red. The comeback. The opponent had so many creatures, they just never drew a spell. Whew. That was a risky attack. I will admit that was a risky attack. Thankfully, we were unpunished by the risky attack. All right, Trib. Maybe we want the hostage taker. I mean, it does seem like it could be good. We can go down to Thoughtseize, maybe. And try it like that. Doomwake Giant. It wasn't exiled, but Doomwake Giant is the reason to play this deck. When it or another enchantment comes into play, all your opponent's stuff gets -1, -1. So if you can stack this up with the help of Enigmatic, Incarnation, Nightmare Shepherd, it's just like a repeatable board wipe. One-sided board wipe. It's so good. It's actually like really good. But it was just destroyed, not exiled technically. Yeah, Doomwake, quite a magic card. Well, we'll see how it goes with our opponent being on the play. It basically becomes, a somewhat repeatable one-sided languish. It's really good against creature decks. It's very strong. So how much do you think losing Once Upon a Time changes Modern? I guess my thinking is it actually doesn't change a whole lot. Because it's played in so many decks that it doesn't really hurt one specific thing. It kind of hurts everything equally, I think. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Casual H. I will take that as a compliment. All right, we'll keep that. Amulet Titan was performing well, but not dominating. Deck should go down in the meta. I bet it'll still be pretty good. Permeable Titan's really good. The lands are really good. Dryad of Elysian Grove, really good new edition. So I'm kind of leaning towards it just being fine, like still being very strong. Well, I guess we're taking Embercleave. Pass the turn. Dodging the cleave. I'm glad that Oda's gone. Does anyone actually play Legacy? I would be interested if anyone in the chat actually plays Legacy and has feedback on how good or bad breach banning is. I heard a lot of Legacy players talking about it, and it seemed like they mostly were on board with the banning. Been on the slow side. One, two, three, four, five. We take Rhyme Rock. I wish we had another untapped black source. That would be easy. Underworld Breach got banned in Legacy. Huh. The problem is if they don't cast it, then we're taking a ton of damage, and we're going to have to cast it anyway, and then they can cast it. We know the hand. Wild Slash, Rhyme Rock. So we go to 14, we go to 9. All right, yeah, we're just going to Thoughtseize Rhyme Rock. Thank Rhyme Rock, pass the turn. Take our beats, then we can kill Karizev, then Nightmare Shepherd can hopefully block Zergo. Drawing like Courser would be decent. Problem is that green sucked, they made it much better. Sold one of my kidneys for half the deck, making money for the other half. Ooh, what's the kidney deck? Kidney Tribal? No, we started over our league. We had some rough running in League 1, so we decided to do a second league. We'll see how far through it we actually get. The first league went by pretty quickly. This one is slowed to a bit of a crawl. Our first match was super long against Mono Green Planeswalkers, but we got there. Yeah, opponent hits us down to 9. Virtual 7 passes. Well, breeding pool. Go. Oh. Are we going to be just fast enough or just not fast enough? Opponent adapts. So we got to kill Karizev. Opponent plays a land. Rabble Master. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, that's very bad. Ugh. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to see. Land Rabble Master. All right, so we're dropping to 6. We're blocking. Yeah, I think we're dead now. Opponent. 6, 5, 4. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Gets and hits us. Nightmare Shepherd looking just too slow thanks to Rabs. Hello, Haven. Well, we can play Nightmare Shepherd. Thankfully, the good news is we got to be on the play for game number 3. What do you think about the Mono Green Walkers list? LSV's list seemed like a best to play. We played against it in round 1. It seemed like it's pretty powerful. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Devotion deck, but without all the Devotion stuff that we had before. Opponent Wild Slash. Well, they just drawn 2 Wild Slashes. All right. Yep, basically. Well, okay. That was a decent mono red hand on the play. Thankfully, for the last game of this match, we are on the play, which should help, hopefully. Greetings from lovely sunny day in Northern California. How goes it, Joseph? Good to see you. It goes reasonably well. Yeah, I don't think anything in standard is. I would be surprised if anything gets banned in standard in the near future. How are you, Joseph? I just want a WPN qualifier with inverter. I thought it was going to get banned before main WPN again. Yeah, I assumed that it was at least going to get dig banned, but nothing. Nothing at all today. And according to Wizards, probably nothing until the end of April at the earliest. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I mean, if we just hit our land drops, this hand seems like it could be pretty good. We have a Ram spell. We have double Doomwake Giant. I mean, maybe. Maybe. If we can cast double Doomwake Giant, it should be game over. Overgrown Tomb tapped. So pray for lands. Yeah, Nissa is a little bit annoying. Splinter Twin got bought out this morning. Apparently in speculation that it could be unbanned, but it was not unbanned. I still think it could be unbanned eventually. I think it's very safe for the format. Alright, we're going to play it a little conservative. Watery Grave tapped. We'll wait till next turn so we don't have to shock ourselves. And we can Fatal Push something here. And then trust that Doomwake's going to take it home if we hit one more land. Opponent. Abbot of Keep. Okay. Yeah, we'll kill Soulscar. And about it. One more land. Setessan Champion. That's interesting. Ugh. All right, slight change of plans. Setessan Champion, go. We're still at 18. We still have Doomwakes. This dodges shocks. Ugh. All right. Oh, it's going to be so close. This is like Origin Standard. Vote it. Adepts. What do you got? Land. Kessel Evereth. Sure. We're not blocking this Abbot, no matter what. If they were speculators, we're right, they'd immediately sell for 10 ticks, and then it'd be 4 or 5 before long. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the idea. If Splinter Twin got unbanned, it would probably shoot up to, like, I don't even know, something ridiculous, $40 or something absurd immediately before dropping back down. But it hasn't gotten unbanned yet, so coming in late, no need to apologize. But Thassa Deep Dwelling seems to be a good one of over something like Mana Bloom. Thassa Deep Dwelling could be sweet. I could see that. Ooh, On-Crop Crasher. Huh, okay. Was not actually expecting that. Attacks, no exerts. Alright. That's not ideal. Down to 15. Hostage. Oh, we really need to hit lands. Wolf Willow Haven. Draw a card, grow Setessan Champion. Alright, pass the turn. Oh, we're getting closer, but we're not there yet. Oh, we're so close. Is it killing Soulscar over Abbot? Bad. Abbot will deal the same amount of damage on the attack, can deal more in the long run. The upside is our first Doomwake Giant trigger kills Abbot. All right. So opponent kills Setessan Champion. But this means we get to Fatal Push On-Crop Crasher. take 4 to 11. Untapped non-pain land for Doomwake. Come on. Down to 11. Okay, we're doing it anyway. Down to 9. Down to 9. Doomwake. Giant. Kill the Abbot. Pass the turn. Another one incoming. Are we taking down mono red? This is went much smoother in League number 2. Opponent. Untaps. 2 cards in hand. We're still at 9. That's not super close to getting burnt out. There's no creatures. Opponent. Bone Crusher. Uh-huh. And Soul Scar Mage. Sure. Opponent passes. Well. Huh. What happens if you hostage take a Bone Crusher? Can you adventure it? I wonder if you can. I actually don't know the answer to that. Interesting. We don't have the mana to do it, but I think for now the safest play is still just Doomwake number 2. Doomwake, kill Soul Scar. And this is mostly going to lock our opponent out of playing creatures. Or at least we get to keep wiping them. If we had one more mana, we would probably go that direction. Just Hostage Taker, shoot the Soul Scar. But Doomwaking it, that gets the job done too. About it. What do you say about the second Doomwake Giant? Resolves, trigger. But keep in mind, if you adventure the Giant, you won't be able to cast the creature side since you don't have red. That is a good point. All right, Soul Scar down. I think we have to not attack. The one way I could see us losing is like land Embercleave. So I want the ability to double block Swift Spear. Zergo. Oh, opponent. Opponent's hoping we don't have any more enchantments, but that hope is not going to play out. No cleave at ad. Well, Nightmare Shepherd? Trigger. And now I guess we're safe to at least start attacking with 1. Get in with Doomwake. And I think we got it. I think we were taking our opponent down. Yeah, we do have a Dryad, so we could potentially cast it eventually. Opponent down to 16. Doomwake Giant's a good card. It really is. Adventure is weird. The fact that if your opponent steals your adventure, it goes into their exile zone is very weird to me. That does not seem like that is how it should work. Well, I guess we just Hostage Taker. Steel Bone Crusher. And opponent scoops it up. Ooh, taking down the aggro deck too. And this is more like what I was imagining with this deck. I'm glad we're getting to see the good games and not just the flat out games of League number 1. Each player shares an exile zone. Players don't have individual exile zones. Okay. I guess it just looks that way. On like Magic Online or Magic Arena. The way it goes to your hand essentially. Is that the actual rules or not? I've never actually investigated the actual rules of exile zones. All right, we are on the play. Oh, against Autumn Lily. What is What is Autumn playing? Well, we'll keep this. The sand looks fine. And Water Grave tapped. Plains. Thraben Inspector. Well, Blooming Marsh. Wolf Willow Haven. Go. So, Mono White Heliod. Maybe we should have Fabled Passage on one if we're not going to draw land. About it. Yeah, huh. I will have to research the Exile Zone. But Kaya does refer to your... Yeah, and like processors refer to your opponent's Exile Zone. Yeah, I think the more I think about it, I don't think it can work that way. I think it's got to be two separate zones. I immediately bought all the missing cards after I saw your tweet from this deck. It better be good. Oh, so much pressure, evil. Found it, gets it, it says. Untap land would be the sweetest. Alright. Little slower than we were hoping, but... Pass the turn. Yeah, we might be getting punished for not leading on the Fabled Passage. So it's opponent's own Okay. Interesting. How in the world did we end up debating Exile Zones? Opponent gets it, it's a 16. Plains Heliod. Well, yeah, let's Omen. Yeah. Bottom for sure. Yikes. Yikes. No land? That's frightening. Well, we might actually be in bad shape. Well, I guess we play Incarnation. Pass the turn. But this is just Ballistic Combo kill time. Oh! All the Incarnations, none of the lands. About it. Are we dead? Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. So we're land ballistic kills us. Other stuff isn't the end of the world because technically, if we have to, we can Incarnation, sack all of our Incarnations, get 2 Doomwakes, and sweep the board. And then maybe we're just favored at that point if we don't die. Have a good day. I hope you and your Pioneer League do. P.S. Love your content. Thank you, is it, Matt? Have a wonderful day. Well, I mean, we haven't got comboed off yet. That's a good sign, I think. With 2 Incarnations, you can run double Doomwake. Yeah, that's probably what we're heading towards, assuming we live. Daxos. Gains life, turns on Heliod. Idyllic range. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, Daxos is bad. Daxos seems to be growing stuff outside of Doomwake Giant range, which probably is killing us. I mean, even just this turn, we take 10. Attacks. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. So Doomwake kills this, kills this. Yeah, that Daxos got us. Well, alright, sure. We also did not draw any lands that game, which is kind of a bummer. Double Doomwake is... Altogether, we could get 3 triggers that turn. Not enough to actually stop what our opponent was doing there, unfortunately. Hostage Taker, Fatal Push in. We'll go down the Mana Bloom. We'll go down Muldrotha. And then maybe Brain Maggots. Brain Maggot seems pretty hit or miss. Although it might just be better than Thoughtseize. Nah. Go up some Brain Maggots. Go down to Thoughtseize. Go down 1 Dryad. Alright, try it like that. Ego in. I don't know if this is an Ego matchup. I feel like it's too easy to just lose to beatdowns. To be able to take a turn off to play in more Ego. Where was the Knight reprinted? It was in a core set, I believe. Core set, 2014 maybe? Or no, maybe it was Origins. It might have been the Magic Origins core set. But one in that era. Well, we got lands. That's not going to be an issue. Honorary Grave, go. Yeah, I mean, Unmoored Ego, I think, is necessary to fight Inverter. But I think it's very narrowly for specific combo matchups and not something that you just want to play in every matchup or most matchups. Alright. Brain Maggot's fine. Ugh. Deicide. Well, opponent does have the full combo in hand. Yeah. Take Ballista. That's a temporary measure. So the combo is coming. Boat it. Knight of the White Orchid gets a land. Nykthos off the top. Uh-oh. Huh. Well, Fabled Passage. Crag Fabled Passage. Swamp. Nightmare Shepherd. Pass the turn. Veribet for the 3-year resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, they don't have the mana yet, but they're getting very close with this Nykthos. The Nykthos definitely speeds it up. So Stasis Snare can take out Brain Maggot, which gets back the Walking Ballista. So we're 2 turns away from dying, I think. All right. Deicide. Idyllic Range. This deck is going to be pretty good. This deck seems too interactive. When do we get to Goldfish again? This is definitely a more interactive deck. Heliod doing its thing, getting in, hitting us, gaining life. Well, I think we have to just... Oh, this can't actually hit Heliod, can it? Ugh. Alright. I mean, I think we're set up to just die next turn, and I don't know if there's a way out of it. Omen. Neither of those cards help. Thoughtseize kind of helps. Stasis Snare. Get into a Brain Maggot. Alright, so we're not dead. We dodged the immediate combo kill. But there's still a lot of bad things coming. Opponent. Gideon. Turns on Heliod. Yeah, that's what makes this deck so scary is it has the combo, but it also can just beat you down like a White Weenie deck. I mean, this is still another deck that is very near the top of the format. Ugh. Pumps, grows. We're down to 11. We're down to 6. Down to 5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Incarnation gets a 3-drop, doesn't help. This takes Heliod, doesn't really help. Because we have to chump, and it comes back. Yeah. Alright. Well, comboed. Yeah, can't take Gideon, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, back to the broken combo decks. They're still around. When are we streaming tomorrow? 6 p.m. Eastern time, Leto. Taking Heliod doesn't do anything. Like, we take it, and then we just have to chump block, and then we still just end up losing. I don't think there's any way we get out of it from there, because we just have to immediately chump block with the hostage taker. And then the creature goes back. Yeah, I mean, fast combo decks are not the matchups that we want to play most. Oh boy, back to this. All right. Well, this we got to keep, although little concerning that it's another no green mana hand. Play the land, pass the turn. Opponent. Temple of... Oh boy. Well, here comes all the combo decks. Well, land go. Opponent. Yavmaya Ghost. Satyr Wayfinder. Oh, is this, yeah, alright. Another deck that was not banned today for some reason. Let's play the Swamp. Wolf Willow Haven. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we beat this deck. I think we're basically drawing dead. Well, kind of a sad way to wrap up the stream with a couple of losses in a row to decks that arguably should have been banned today. Has it been winning a ton? I mean, the Devere Inverter deck has been the most played deck in the format, and by any actual data that we have access to, has been a very successful deck in terms of winning as well. Play a land, pass the turn. Sack the Haven. Get a Setessan Champion. I think the Omen is going to be more valuable when we have some pieces on the battlefield, like Setessan Champion. There's not. It's not like we have a counter spell. All right, here comes Lotus Field. Uh oh. Uh oh. Opponent. Well, I mean, this deck dominated the last Players Tour beers and posted just an absurd win percentage. It depends on how many sideboard slots you dedicate to it. If you're gonna play a bunch of Damping Spheres and a bunch of ley lines, then I think you can compete with it. But it's definitely a deck that I would say eats up a large amount of your sideboard slots. So it has a pretty meaningful impact on the format in that regard. All right, so this one's over. Yeah. Well, at least it'll be a quick one. Omen of the Sea. Trigger, draw a card. Two lands. Bottom and bottom. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I guess we'll pass and our opponent can combo. Coercer, Crewfix, draw more lands, get in with Sateza Japiad, and our opponent. And we will sacrifice Omen of the Sea, get a Dryad, draw more lands, and alright, opponent, your go. That was many lands in a row. Alright, here comes the combo. Is there any chance our opponent fizzles? I mean, I guess there's a slight chance. I just really hate when we are in Constructed nowadays. Every deck is a threat to be banned just from having one good tournament or month. There's no counterplay to see if it can be meted against. I mean, is it though? Like, is that what happens? I can't really think of... I can't think of any... I mean, I guess Oko was banned after like 2 months when 75% of Standard was Oko. But I don't feel like there's... I can't think of... If anything, I think of like Hogak, which literally just made everyone stop playing Modern. And that was not banned for like several months. So I don't know. I feel like I can see what you're saying, but I feel like a big chunk of the problem is Wizards' desire to print broken cards to sell sets. So I think that's the root of all this. Is Wizards actually just like posted an article saying like our goal is to up the power level. Throne of Eldraine is the power level we're aiming for. So I feel like Wizards is intentionally like pushing things. I feel like they're intentionally pushing things very close to the line. I don't know if they're intentionally. I don't think they're intentionally pushing things to have them be banned. I don't think that's optimal for Wizards. But I think that pushing cards as close to that line as possible is what the goal of Standard design is right now. Really. So I think if that's the goal, there's going to be risks there. There's going to be cards that have to get banned because if you're constantly trying to make, I don't know, what's a card that's right at the line of being too good but not quite over. If that's what you're aiming for with your best cards in every set, some of them are going to be Skull Clamps and Okos and Once Upon a Times and Field of the Deads and Veil of Suburbs and the list goes on and on and on and on. Uro, Nissa, those are good examples. So yeah, I think that that's what it goes back to, is the new design philosophy to try to push things right to the edge and hope that nothing goes over. The question is, if that's your design philosophy, more stuff's going to need to be banned. How do you handle that? And I tend to think that quicker is better. Like, I think that Standard right now is suffering because of not so much that Oko had to be banned. I think that's part of it. And it would have been better if Oko was printed away and didn't have to be banned. But I kind of think that, like, letting standard just get so amazingly horrible, like 75% of the meta being one deck, I think that has like lasting repercussions where people just get turned off by the format. And I think the same thing happened to some extent with modern and like Hogak. Like I feel like if you are going to print things that are so busted, maybe banning stuff quickly is a better option if that is going to be like I think the number one goal would be to not print cards that are so broken they have to be banned. But if you are gonna like try to walk that tightrope and know you're gonna have to ban stuff probably every set, maybe you just do it as quickly as possible. All right, so opponent under road rage, Lotus Fields, blah 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 blah. We're dead. Rather than asking for quicker bans, we should asking them not to allow such power creep. I mean, I agree. I think powerful cards are good, but going too far is not as good. However, I think the sticking point is from Wizards' perspective. Okos sell sets. Once upon a time, sell sets, and they know that, and that's something that they're intentionally aiming for. I think. So I think that's kind of why it's a tough sell to be like Wizards stop printing good cards because Wizards' number one goal is to make money, like as much money as possible. So when they see like sure maybe we'll have to ban some cards once in a while, people complain, but whatever, Magic players complain about everything anyway. When that is stacked up against wow, we can like sell X, thousand more boxes or million more boxes of Throne of Eldraine. I mean, I think it's the money that wins out, honestly. Like, I think I mean, it's a company. That's what their goal is. I mean, we have companies that jack up prices on life-saving medications, why people die and they don't care. Like, it's selling, printing broken magic cards to sell more boxes. Is that some sort of like huge huge leap in America where people just like die because they can't afford their medication and companies are like, yeah, tough. We gotta get our profits. The Teamer Dreamer and Deke, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Oh yeah, I think that's definitely true. I think it's definitely true that it feels a little short. It feels very short-sighted to me. So, oh, sorry, ranting a little bit of a rant. Don't get me started on big corporations. Good lord. I guess we take the Sylvan Scrying since that gets the Lotus Field most directly. Holly Bridge, good lord, Holy Bridge Vigor, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for you. Are you voting in the primaries? Yeah, we'll see. Like, probably. We'll see if we'll see if there's still primaries going by the time it gets to New York. New York's like super late in the primary season, so most years it's already over. More rants, please. We also want MTG Goldfish Rant Channel with Tomer. I think that that Tomer's rant series is still something that will be happening. Ooh, all right. So. Yeah. Please no counters. Unmoored Ego. Lotus Field. Yes, please. And now our opponents should have a more difficult time. Lotus Field's gone. Breeding Pool tapped. All right, that was good. That was good. Get it out of there. Boat it. Thespian Stage. Not much to copy, though. Passes. Well, we get to start our value train. And maybe we have a sideboard plan that is good enough against this deck. Maybe the Unmoored Egos are enough. Enigmatic Incarnation. Overgrow Tube. Tapped. Pass the turn. I guess we could have shocked ourselves to Wolfalo Haven. Might have been worth it. Descender's Deliverance does not hit enchantments, opponent. That is... I don't know why our opponent brought that in. I think maybe they thought that it actually hit enchantments, but... yes, cycles. Opponent realizes it doesn't work, cycles it away. Sack Wolfalo Haven. Gets to test the champion. Start drawing cards past the turn. Alright, now we just gotta kill him. Now we gotta kill him before they, like, Fae of Wishes random sideboard cards us to death. Boat it. We gonna copy a Yavimaya Coast? Boat it. Sylvan's crying. Yes. Get your random dual land. Lotus Fields are gone. Got him, got him. Gets a Blast Zone. Sure. And strategic planning. Can our opponent win without Lotus Field? Like, I guess it's possible, but it seems not very easy. Opponent passes. Oh. Alright, I think we play Wolfalo Haven. Draw a card. Play Setessan Champion. Go to combat, hit our opponent. Sack Wolfalo Haven. Get a Courser? Draw 2? Draw a card, draw a card. Well, there's all of our lands. Pass the turn. All of our lands and then some. I mean, maybe they can. We're going to try to kill them before they do, but... how are you, Holy Diva? How are things? What did you think of the BNR today? I'm curious. Fae of Wishes can get non-creatures, so I believe it can. Although opponent does not have a Lotus Field on the sideboard. They're all in the main deck. They might... Maybe they side one out now that they got hit by an Unmoored Ego. I mean, this is a reasonably fast clock. We have like a 2-turn clock. Okay, takes up Blast Zone. Sure. Passes. We draw land. Thoughtseize. Take. I guess pour over pages? What gets our opponent out of this? Anything? They don't have red mana, so... Yeah, I guess pour over pages is the most likely. Fae? I mean, we're killing in 2 turns. Yeah, maybe it's just Fae. Yeah, alright, we'll take Fae, that's fine. Play a land. Gain a life. Incarnation. Draw some cards, grow our dorks. More lands. Attack. Hit you. Hey, what's up, Dogamyth? How are you? Venus for this 17th month, almost a year and a half indeed. Welcome to the Fishbowl. An opponent scoops it up. All right. Whoo! We can fight the combo decks. We can fight the combo decks. Yeah. Boys, this match is still scary. We'll see how our opponent sideboards, but that went better. Discard, Brain Maggots, Unmoored Egos. We got a shot. There's at least a chance. Yeah. Huh. This hand's not great. We're going to mulligan for something that's better in the matchup. This is better in the matchup. Leyline. No. One day I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put... I'm going to put my Leyline to the bottom, trying to put it on the battlefield. I've almost done that twice now. All right. Yes, Dryad to the bottom. Made me shiver from here. Dog of Myth with the gifts up to Holy Diva. Oh, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. With Once Upon a Time banned, I'm looking for a replacement in Modern Manaless Dredge. Ugh. I think the BNR was absolute nonsense, and if someone believes inverters 49 win straight, I have a space station to sell them with astronauts and all. Well, based on the Reddit thread, there probably are some people that will buy your space station. Some people were definitely all about those numbers for some reason. I'm naturally skeptical of wizards and data. They don't have the wow. All right. Ugh. So they are gonna get a Lotus Field. What do we? Ugh. Okay. So what do we? What do we Nightmare Shepherd now that they're gonna have their Lotus Fields? Manaless Dredge. I think Manaless Edge is fine without Once Upon a Time. Watery Grave. Wolf Willow Haven. About it. Alright, there's a Lotus Field. Ugh. Arboreal Grazer. Blast Zone, I assume. So what do we go for? Do we just name Fae of Wishes? And trust that our opponent can't kill us? Alright. On Mordigo. We should have paid more attention to our opponent's deck last game. I think we'll go Fae. And now we'll actually... Alright, so opponent has a Niv. A Niv and a Thassa's Oracle. And a Blast Zone to eventually get rid of... To eventually get rid of our Leyline. Well, okay. That's not a lot of threats, but they will hit them eventually. Fae of Wishes down. Fabled Passage. Go. Can we close it out? Potent. Blast Zone. It is awkward that this is also 4, so when Leyline goes, we're going to lose our Nightmare Shepherd too, presumably. Opponent. Copying. Yeah. Crack this. Grab a Forest. Voted. Well, play Wolf Willow Haven. Castle Lockwain. Nightmare Shepherd. Is the clock going to be fast enough? What does our opponent find? Yeah, we can start drawing with Castle, which is something. That is something at least. Boat it. Passes. Well, go to combat. Attack you. Opponent blocks. Draw a card. Alright, more lands. Pass the turn. Blast Zone can go all the way up to 4, though, so we're going to lose everything. We probably are going to lose this, I think. Yeah, the 2-2s don't seem like a fast enough clock here. Opponent, blast zone, up to 4. Oh, this game our opponent just managed to get down in the Lotus Fields. I mean, we maybe the Wolves are the way to go. Wolf beat down, opponent. Gonna blast zone our board. I mean, our opponent does not have that much left as far as winning the game. We looked at their deck; they don't have that many finishers. Although once Leyline goes, it gets easier. Hidden Stirrings. Ugh. Does this mean they drew like a pour over pages or something? Why would you? They must have drawn something. Or you wouldn't exile it. Sylvan Scrying. More blast zones. Blast zone number 2. If they can combo off, then they can go through the deck and find one of their 2 finishers. Yeah, and getting rid of the ley lines does improve our opponent's odds of comboing off. So ley line gone. Well, our opponent's back down to nothing. All right. We still have more Unmoored Egos that we could draw. Mystical Dispute. That's a bit ambitious. I'll crack this, get a Swamp. Draw a card. More lands. All right, pass the turn. 6-7 mana? So our opponent's going to take up and blow up our Wolfwillow Havens too? These blast zones. Yeah, we can't really beat anything. That is true. Yeah. Sure. Blows up our mana. Well, play Dryad. Watery Grave. Yo. Alright, sort of a clock. Sort of, kind of, maybe a little. Opponent, Bazik. Oh, you think we could do it? We can beat anything. I appreciate your optimism, Oli Diva. I like that. Disputes for days. Watery Grave. We need a way to actually attack our opponent, though. And these disputes are actually a little awkward because they're making us spend a lot of life on this Castle Lock, Wayne. I think we're gonna have to stop. One more. We need something that can attack through a 0/3. Incarnation. Well, okay. That helps. Incarnation. Yeah, might as well attack. Opponent blocks. Sack Dryad. Eidolon. More lands. Opponent. I feel like we should leave up the counter. Pour over pages is really bad for us. So I feel like being able to counter here does have value. Hey, what's up, Benimon? Welcome back. Yeah, we will cast these as soon as we can. We do have to stop Castle Lock waiting. Opponent passes. These incarnations are very awkward at the moment. Like, super awkward. Brain Maggot helps. Brain Maggot. Target you. What do we take? Yeah, I guess we take Breach. Pass the turd. I don't think we... I would like to go up the curve. Can we go up the curve with this Brain Maggot? We give back the Breach. Yeah, the mana tapping was slightly punty. So we can Brain Maggot into Courser, into... I'm pretty sure I took out all the 5-drops. I think. Yeah, I took out all the Doomwakes. That might have been unwise. Yeah, so I guess we actually... You know what, we're gonna do it. Zag Brain Maggot. Get Courser. Sack Courser. Get Nightmare Shepherd. Pass the turn. Ugh. Do we have a way to gain life? Opponent. Strategic planning. Well, dispute it. This has become a very interesting game. What do you think Hope may get reprinted in the next core set? Bannermonicon! I could use some more Bannermonicon in standard. Probably anything with Teferi in the name. Teferi's puzzle box? I guess Narset would still be in standard, so it's probably actually not wise. Opponent pays. Well, alright. Do it again. Opponent passing. Ooh. Huh. Ha ha ha. Huh. Okay. On Mordigo, eh? Okay. Okay. Wait. Can we... Does this do it? Does this do it? This might do it. Can we just get all the finishers? On Mordigo. Tapping properly. I think this might do it. So on Mordigo. Niv... Mizzet Perun. So let's just double check. If we name Thassa's Oracle, opponent can beat down with Satyr Wayfinders? Yes! Yes! The 3 on Mordigos are going to be enough. All right, Niv down. I think that does it. Like, it's looking like it does it to me. On Mordigo. On Thassa's Oracle. No finishers. Strip them all. And now our opponent just can't win. They can do whatever they want, but they can't win. Go to combat. Attack. We just have to not kill ourselves somehow by, like, casting Thoughtseize. End of turn. We will sack Omen of the Sea. We will get a Dryad. Draw a card. We will sack the Dryad. Get Eidolon. Draw some cards. get back the Dryad. And this is where the deck's so sweet. When you start sacrificing stuff and getting it back, and that draws you more cards. Like, that's where the loop of this deck gets really insane. We will discard a tap land, pass the turn, and I think we got him! Taking down the Lotus Field combo deck. And that technically means we gonna have a winning record with this deck. Although I don't know if we're gonna do the last round because I gotta go unload. We've already went like a half hour longer than normal. I gotta go upload the podcast. This is where the deck's so sweet. When you have triple Unmordigo and your opponent has 0, that also helps. All right. Well, did we miss something? Is there some way that we can lose here without realizing it? There shouldn't be, right? Like, we looked at everything. Hopefully. I think it's covered. The Niv is gone. The Oracle's gone. The Fae of Wishes are gone. Unless we missed something, I think we just stripped all the possible win cons out of our opponent's deck. We exiled all the Fae of Wishes, too. We exiled, Unmordigoed all the Fae of Wishes, the Niv Mizzet, and the Thassa's Oracle. So I think, unless we're missing something, I think we just exiled all of our opponent's win cons. Yeah, I mean, maybe we missed something in the deck. Like, if they had a Lightning Bolt or a Shock or something, we would die, but I don't think they did, like, unless we just totally looked over it. Oh, this is the exile zone. Yeah, this is unnecessary. That was our opponent's hand. This is the exile zone. This is all the stuff that's gone. Some of it from Leyline of the Void, some of it from Unmordigos. Yeah, I think they're just casting stuff because they can. I'm pretty sure they can't win, though. Opponent. Still casting things. Still doing things. That's true. Maybe our opponent, either they know something we don't and we missed a win con somehow, or maybe they don't realize that they can't win. That's also possible. Or maybe they're thinking they can not die? Like, make enough blockers that we mill ourselves out? That doesn't seem likely. But I guess we don't have many good attackers left. Maybe we probably should have left in one Doomwake, I guess. Even though it doesn't seem like it does much, but we probably should have just have a big thing. Bonus still good. Avatar of like Hua for the 4th month. Welcome to the Visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. They can breach the explosion from the graveyard. This is exiled cards. Graveyard. I don't believe they have any win cons left. This is the graveyard here. But they're doing their thing. Satyr Wayfinder. Opponent. Yeah, Back to Nature would be insane against their deck. Thankfully no one really plays it in Pioneer, or it would be really bad. Opponent's going. They're showing how you combo with their deck and just going through their entire deck, but opponent. Well, we don't have to worry about milling out. All we got to do is pass the turn, and our opponent will mill out before us. I wonder if our opponent knows we're streaming, and they're just showing off on stream. That seems possible. That they're just taking advantage of their camera time. Kind of like you see people doing the feature match area sometimes. Like, come on, I know you're dead, but they're obviously like hamming it up for the camera or whatever. Just to keep going. They need 2 wayfinders, then another breach for multiple blink of an eye or creatures to hit us for 2. Ooh. But they can't do it all this turn, right? Because their creatures don't have haste. I guess that's possible that they could do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, they're going through their entire deck. Maybe they're setting up for a kill next turn. I mean, Unmoored Ego, it's a card that people play cards like that way more than they should. I think there's a tendency of people to think, oh, I can get rid of my opponent's best thing. I'll just play this in the main deck and name their Tarmogoyf for their whatever, Lord of Atlantis. And that's usually almost always a really bad idea. But Unmoored Ego, definitely a good sideboard card for combo matchups. Aerial Grazer, I still think it's bad. Like, yes, there's decks that it's good in, but Return to Nature. Gonna blow up all of our stuff, apparently. Okay. I mean, our hand is nothing, so I guess if they just kill our board and play another Satyr Wayfinder, like, I guess there's a chance we lose to that if we just keep drawing lands. Because we have no creatures at the moment. Pour over pages. You think we're dead? They have 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Yeah, Lumbering Falls might be worth it. It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, we don't have any Doomwakes. They're all on the sideboard. But I'm kind of regretting not leaving in one. Opponent, kill something else. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could just, like, draw land, lose to Satyr Wayfinder. We are at 2. That is not impossible. Oh, alright. Well, less likely now. Maybe our opponent just wanted to have their fun. That is a land. Well, play Incarnation. Draw 2. Omen of the Sea. Draw 1,000,000. Yeah. Is Leyline worth it? Yeah, I guess we keep Leyline. Wolf Willow Haven. Swamp. I'll play a Swamp. Wolf Willow Haven. Full price Leyline of the Void. Okay. Well, pass the turn. Are we gonna end up losing this? Is that how this is? Is that how this is gonna end up? Opponent. Underworld Breach again. Thespian stage. Are we gonna lose to Satyr Wayfinder? They can't kill us this turn. I don't know if they have enough cards. Okay. Kill the ley line. Kill an Eidolon. Oh, that's all? Oh my goodness! Wow! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought they were going to bounce all of our stuff and attack us, try to attack us for 2 turns with a Satyr Wayfinder. Oh my goodness. Well, everyone, we're up to 3-1. Maybe we will complete this league tomorrow. We'll finish it up and open our treasure chest before we do our normal stream tomorrow. Because I think we're gonna have to stop here because Monday is podcast day and we're already like 40 minutes longer than our normal stream. So the kids have officially been fed, but we will give them their food tomorrow. They gotta wait a day to actually eat their food. What a ridiculously long match. So yeah, the deck's sweet. I mean, 3-1's not bad. It does cool things. We fought through the combo decks. Yes, we lost to Autoburchat playing Heliod combo, but other than that, we're 3-1, so it does some sweet things. Anyway, I think that brings us to the end for tonight. Podcast will be uploading momentarily. We did win. Our opponent ended up conceding after killing all of our stuff for 20 minutes. So quick reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams. Normal YouTube. Sweet Modern Budget Magic deck tonight. Excited for this one. Definitely should check it out. And one more reminder that our sponsor, there is definitely a lot of band talk in the podcast with the whole crew, that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even grab a Sweet Scoop Soldier sticker for free. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. So on that note, everyone, most importantly, thank you to all of you for hanging out. So on that note, signing out for the night. We will be back literally like 24 hours from now. 24 hours and 22 minutes. We'll finish up our league, hopefully, and have some fun. So until then, have a wonderful Monday evening. Thanks again for being awesome and hanging out. I love y'all. And yeah, podcast will be uploading in like 20 minutes. I got to get done and get it uploaded, but it'll be up momentarily. So enjoy the podcast. Watch the Budget Magic tonight. It's a sweet one. Thanks again for being awesome. And yeah, I will see you on Tuesday. See you tomorrow.